unless I look them up.
Yeah, you're leading this.
Hello and welcome to the RPG Blender. As Do and Die says, yes, Kra is kind of leading this moment. So welcome to the RPG Blender. I'm, of course, your host, Game Master George, and today I'm thrilled to bring you back into the world of Rupture. And as per the, wow, beautiful, we threw up a poll in that pre-show, and the result was 3 votes for, of course, and 3 votes for no, as to whether Thistle and Lucky are currently grave robbing. So the chat is split just like our party members are. So let's go ahead and meet our players. And along the way, I will, of course, ask them to give a fun fact about their character. And I'm also going to ask them to give just one little argument as to why it is or is not grave robbing. I'm putting them on the spot more than ever.
Perfect.
All right. So, joining us, as always, the first one being let in and hopefully not muted for the first time ever. I say that every time and it never happens, but we'll see maybe tonight. Noob Mama, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I hope I'm not muted. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being here. We're jumping back into Rupture. So excited. Can't wait. A fun fact about Lucky. Gee, Lucky, what isn't there to say about Lucky?
Yeah, okay.
It's been so long since you've been in one of my games, you've forgotten.
Lucky, on occasion, likes to stargaze.
Stargaze. Beautiful.
Because Lucky also thinks that someday they can go up to the stars.
Oh. Well, maybe that'll happen
Steal
at some
them.
point.
So really big ladder.
Okay, a ladder to the stars. And adding that to my campaign notes,
Mhm.
of course. And I'm assuming that you're on the against grave robbing side.
Obviously, it's not grave robbing because there were no grave markers. It was just stuff that was buried, and then we found some bones, and we said, "Hey, how cool! They're magic bones." I mean, what are you supposed to do from there?
That's fair. And welcome everybody who I have not welcomed from the chat. Druid Locks, of course, the creator of this game, along with Pineapple Dragon. I think that was the username. I think I got it correct. If not, well, anyway, welcome them, and I'm sure that they will correct me on anything that I get wrong during this game, which is sure to be many, as obviously this is a playtest game, so
Echo.
my knowledge of the rules
And
is
Echo.
flawed. Echo. Hey, Echo's here too. Great. And welcome Naveen. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're going to have fun. Now, let's get a dissenting argument from with regards to this grave robbing question, and go down to, let's roll a die. We got even, so we're gonna go to Do and Die Gaming.
Oh, good. Howdy, everybody. This is Do and Die Gaming, playing as your boy Quill. A fun fact about him, I referenced the name of the magic item device that we made when we did character creating, which I have lovingly called the Elemental Amplicator. And the fun fact about Quill is that this is a prototype device that was made between Quill and his father during his time in his hometown. It's a one-of-a-kind device that led to a greater discovery that his father made. And it's obviously grave robbing because, unmarked graves or not, when there's a body in a hole, like, it's still a grave. And it had skeletons in it. And they said, "Ooh, bones! Let's put these in a bag." That's like literally the textbook definition of robbing a grave. It's taking the things out of where a body laid and going, "This is valuable." That's the profession. I hope we all can just clarify that. That's what it is, in case people are uncertain of that.
All right. Wow. I wish that they had the excuse of being necromancers, real RDMT. They just found magical bones in the ground, and
They just found bones.
but
while
in their
digging.
defense, they were magical.
They
I
were
will state that.
magical.
Not a defense.
That is a that is a certain defense. And as far as this, if there is a rule set to follow along with, this is actually a playtest of a game that is going to be coming to Kickstarter on September 6th. So currently, it's not something that can be acquired normally. It is still in the playtesting phase. I'm not sure if that there's still opportunities to get into the playtest or not. Druid Locks can definitely, yeah, there you go. Druid Locks has dropped in the Rupture RPG website where you can sign up for the various things. He is one of the creators, so he'll be able to give you lots of information there. Yeah, great. So, Moving on, for the other anti-grave robbing argument, we'll go to Sir Winter Knight.
Hey y'all, hey, thanks for having me again. So thrilled to be here with the Rupture story continuing. I'm playing Thistle, our affable little fairy folk who's out there to like cause adventure and make some big stories along the way.
Cause adventure.
So grave robbing? Well, there's no graves. Like Lucky said, if there's no graves, you can't be robbing anything. It's just a bunch of magical bones hidden under the ground that we dug up. We're excavators.
That's why you're my
We're
best
diggers.
friend, Thistle. That's why we're best friends.
We're diggers, finders, and treasure hunters.
Those bones didn't belong to anybody. Those were just bones.
You can't rob what doesn't belong to anybody. Exactly. I just made my point.
Oh goodness me! I wish I could find a flaw in that argument, but I can't yet. So there we go. Welcome, Destined Meal. All right, and then we have Dr. Mr. Freckles.
No, whoa. Well, I want a fun fact. I want a fun fact about Sir Winter Knight.
Oh, he didn't throw it in there? Oh, I must have been
I thought he was
blinded
gonna
by
get
the
away
logic.
with it, but I want it.
Okay,
Give
so
us that extra goodie.
Thistle's not like a cook per se, and especially with Lucky's magical sauce pot, but he does like to add a little bit of something. Like he dabbles in like spicing and seasoning with mostly random herbs and plants that he just picks up along the way. He also has a very strange sense of taste, and so he just like throws shit in there when people aren't looking.
You give it that umami, you know.
Whatever you
Shoelaces
said.
again.
You're the
Why,
chef
keep
who's
getting
willing to
rashes?
experiment with ketchup on grapes.
More like dandelion fluff, you know?
Dandelion fluff. Oh, wait, isn't that poisonous?
Dandelion's
To who?
edible.
It's fantasy, Dan.
Which means probably worse. Anyway, now, are you satisfied, Dr. Mr. Freckles? Can we move
That
to
was
you?
that was fun, yeah.
Okay.
I still don't know what his best friend did in another world, but that's fine.
Ripper's plug. All right. Dr.
oh,
Mr. Freckles, yes?
Dr. Mr. Freckles, I play Craw. Craw thinks there are many culture and put body in ground many ways. Some want sky to look down and know where body is. Some like to have them be private. Bodies were specific in special way to someone. Very reverent. Much like with grave. Yes? Would call that grave?
Yeah,
No,
that's correct.
you're making a lot of assumptions about a pile of bones.
They were
Nobody
delicately
needs them
put
no
in
So
there.
more.
They were just
when you
like-
dig big hole and
they
put
were
lots of
jumbled.
bodies in it and cover it, what is this often called?
I think it
Eh,
starts with a
Robin, if it
G.
don't belong to no one, just like Thistle said.
I think it's a grave. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
Yeah.
a dictionary right now. It says
I don't believe it. Show me that dictionary.
hole where bodies are often kept after they have passed. Interesting. Mhm.
Oh.
Freckles. I'm just gonna
Yay!
Oh, man. Well, thank you for that. Sub as well. Danielle Kelly, yes. Relation, obviously, there. And what is your fun fact? Which is very...
Craw is betrothed to very nice lady.
Aw.
betrothed to very nice lady.
Yeah, that is what he has ring and beard indicates he is taken.
Ooh.
Okay.
Craw, you little devil. Big devil. He's very big.
That's great. All right. So with that, let's see what brought us to this interesting moment. So previously on Rupture, our intrepid adventurers had, received a summons from Kraw's family back in the stronghold of name that he will tell me right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Told you.
Trumdot.
Trumdot. Thank you. This is all from his story, so I will be leaning on him heavily for all these details. summons from the stronghold of Trumdot, where he has Trumda, thank you.
Trumda.
Where it has been requested that he and his party, if they were willing to return, would do so and guide a particularly important elementalist on a rite of passage into the Rakir Peaks to try to commune with the spirits of fire. On their way back, they stumbled upon a living tornado creature, which they managed to fight off after launching Lucky into it, knives flashing, bringing the creature down. They then took the elemental core of it and discovered that by pouring some of their magic into this item, they were able to revive the creature, summon it, and though it didn't seem immediately hostile to them, it was, well, disconcerting, I believe, would be a good way of putting it. And they sent it.
I'm sad to have remembered this.
And they sent it exactly how far away? Some distance away until it chose to vanish again. Then, during the night, Thistle, using their earthen sense, felt out to try to find any hidden pockets within the earth, and found something in the far distance, some freshly tilled, or at least loose, earth. Waking Lucky, the two of them made their way out into the dark, leaving their other two companions asleep at the camp. Making their way a mile away, they began digging with their trusty faithful companions. Do they have names?
Yeah.
What are those names?
Okay.
Yo, that's the argument. You guys didn't even wake us up to go grave robbing. That's
They
like
left to
back to
die.
grave robbing.
I'm compulsive.
That doesn't make it right.
Doesn't it?
No, you could be like, "Hey, I want to rob a grave. Want to come?" But you were like,
Okay,
"I can't
but it's
tell
not
because
grave
I'm
robbing."
compulsive."
I'm impulsive, so
Oh wait, yeah, compulsive.
it's the well, I'm both, but
You are.
All right. So what are the names of your friendly animal companions, the two of you?
I don't remember.
Mud is what I have for you, Lucky. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I'm
Take it or
amazed that
leave
you
it.
have that.
I took notes because I'm nutty, whatever. Una is the name of my bobcat.
Okay. Mud and Una, if I got that correctly. Mud and Una, their dog and cat, respectively, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, like
they made their
war
way
dogs.
out and began digging into the ground. Within it, they found bones, which were arranged somewhat in a semblance of being laid out within the earth. These bones, however, did radiate some kind of magical energy, according to Thistle's magical sense. They then began to collect those bones. Meanwhile, back at the camp, our good friend Kra awoke to a sound in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
He then, before seeing what was actually out there, woke up his friend Quill. Let's get that mark of shame off of Craig and Quill there. Woke Quill, who then began to peer out into the dark to see a bison out in the night, happily munching on some grass. At which point, a chat member redeemed one of our gacha rewards, which was give everything in the current scene a random item. Our players each got their random items, and the bison became the life bison as it acquired a life gem on its forehead, which it immediately used to shoot a nearby patch of grass, bringing it to greater life, which it then began to munch on. Meanwhile, our other heroes out in their hole, a mile away from the safety of their beefier friends, found that those bones that they were holding also began to spontaneously generate armor, indicating the fact that these were not merely bones, but creatures now, as they rose, and we began to roll initiative.
Do undisturbed graves often rhyme with vengeful spirits? I'm unsure.
All right. So
You're
folks-
assuming that they're vengeful. Okay, so
They
Mhm.
could just be dudes.
That's true.
They're
We
like, hey,
just
do you
do it
want some
for
tea?
funsies, usually. That's not.
Mhm.
There's not really any reason of threat for initiative. That's right. That's right.
All right.
Ooh,
So-
I gotta figure out how to feed this bison.
Let's get initiatives from everybody.
Oh, right.
Oh my god!
Oof.
This is just a D12 plus our
I
initiative base.
That is
correct?
correct.
Everything.
I got a 12. Wait, does this explode?
It does. Everything explodes as far as I know. And it's more
my.
entertaining if everything explodes anyway.
Oh my.
22.
Oh my.
Wow.
That size and speed is paying off. Sweet dividends.
Uh, Okay. So you got a 22, Thistle.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky.
14.
14. Craw.
Craw.
Quill. Let's go to Quill since Craw is not ready.
I think it went up. I was trying to look, but I got a 17.
Okay. Goodness
I
me.
got a 13.
13. Okay. And now for your good friends, the enemies.
Whee!
The skeletons get not great. Not great. Oh, good. They're going to be immediately debuffed into the ground.
What?
I know what you do. And then the life bison. Life bison gets, wow, I am going to change out this die apparently against all you crazy high rollers. All right. So the order will be Thistle, Craw, Lucky, Quill, Bison, Skellymen. All right. So, Thistle, you see in front of you within this dark hole. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you have dark vision or did you bring a torch?
I don't think I have dark vision.
Okay. Then in the light of your lantern or torch, which would you prefer to have?
Ooh. Lantern.
Lantern.
Sure.
Very well. So, in the flickering light of your lantern, you see that the skeleton bones begin to form almost a form of armor growing out of their skin like a stony protrusion. The bones then begin to shudder in your bag and pull themselves together and rise around you. As
From our bag?
from your bag, there's
Oh,
now
no!
bits of bag like woven in between the bones that pull together. Okay.
Oh, lucky, I think our treasure is hunting us.
There are currently 3 skeletons.
Oh no. Let's see here. I guess, okay, I'm gonna cast Caged on the nearest one. I'm gonna, let's see. Start to like, make some like gestures to the ground. It's a nature spell, so I'm like summoning roots up from the ground. Treasure that we have just found, I command the earth by thee be bound. And I'm gonna cast Caged on that one, and then try to like the closest one.
And try to what the closest one? Oh, cage.
I'm casting Caged on the closest one, and then trying to make some distance from it.
All right. You can fly. You are not
can
very
fly.
hampered by this situation. Okay. So give me your casting roll, and I will give you that level 2 bonus, which is, I believe, a +3. If
Oh, sweet.
I remember
Okay,
correctly.
so it's a D12 plus my nature magic school
That is correct.
plus my intelligence.
That is correct.
Okay, so
Versus its resistance roll.
10, 16, 19 with the bonus.
All right, and it rolls a 5 + 5, which is a 10, meaning that it is unsuccessful in saving against your cage spell. Is that what it was?
Yeah, place a cage around the target. DC to break the cage is my magic skill roll on its turn, I'm guessing.
Okay. What is your cage made out of?
It would be roots because I'm... Yeah.
All right. So then from the surrounding walls of the hole that you have dug, the roots begin to weave out, forming an encapsulating barrier between you and the nearest skeleton, which is, of course, the one that has your bag within it.
And I rolled a D5, so it's for 5 rounds.
Great. 5 rounds. It is locked in place. All right.
19, yeah.
And then you fly, I assume?
Yeah, I fly to make some distance.
All right. You fly to make some distance.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Then next up, Kra. We return from this horrible scene of skeletons in the dark to a troll and a human standing in a camp with a life bison just outside in the dark. What do you do, Kra?
And to remind you, I did light my lantern.
We do see it.
Yeah, because Craw was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, ah! And I totally showed us up.
But it's okay because it ended up being a life bite. And so, Crow's just gonna shake his head and just kind of look at Quill and be like, "You know this is."
And since Quill is going next, and nope, like he's going next. Never mind. So okay.
He's staring in shock and awe. That's all you see.
Yeah, that's I nothing for me to do. So yeah, lucky. Yeah, I'm just like, how strange.
Okay.
Big goat.
Big goat. All right. So with that, we return to the action scene, which is Lucky. Lucky, what do you do?
Well, first, I'm impressed by what Thistle just did. And so I say, wow, that was really cool. But, however, more important things happening. There's still these two skeletons, right? That are just like, yeah.
That is correct.
And I assume, are they like shambling threateningly?
What?
What are they doing? What?
They are currently in the
a-
process of reforming.
Oh,
So it's hard to gauge their intention
okay.
as their bones are knitting back together.
Okay, sure. So they could. So we don't know. However, I am going to look at Mud, and I'm gonna say, Mud, you get back. Go back to the camp. Bring Car and Quill over here. And I just like give him a little push.
Okay. Give me a skill check of some kind to communicate with your animal.
Yeah.
What would be the appropriate skill for that? Let's see if I can find it before Druidlocks puts it into the chat, which is unlikely.
Animal handling.
Animal
Boom.
handling.
Yeah.
There
Quick
you go.
draw.
Give me an animal handling check.
Is that different from train animal?
It's
Is it the same or is it different?
good question.
Yeah, I
Train
would imagine,
animal.
right? Like it's not just like a wild animal, so I get like kind of a bonus of some sort.
Yeah. You can have just a natural. I'll give you a natural +3 to handling this
Ooh.
specific animal.
Because it is yours.
Where did my get? Oh, here it is. Okay. So 3, and then what is this skill based off of?
This is
Is-
a
Charisma.
yes, a
Charisma.
Oh,
charisma.
that makes sense.
Charisma.
Okay, so then that is a 14.
That is a 14. All right. You command your faithful hound Mud to go run back to the camp with a woof woof. Begins.
good boy.
He begins bounding off into the dark,
And otherwise, I'm just
Wait.
ready.
waiting and watching.
like, yeah. And I'm
Smart.
keeping an eye on Thistle, making sure, they're doing okay, whatever.
Keep your grave burglary to a grave burglary. Because once you assault, then it becomes a grave robbery.
That's true. Then it'll be a felony.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
goodness. Well, hang on though. Since the skeletons came back to life, doesn't this not make it grave robbing anymore, but maybe breaking and entering?
It's true.
Breaking into
It's
their
fair.
house?
Yeah, criminal
I
mischief.
think that we need their definition on is this. So we need to chat with these skeletons. It's okay.
That's right. The skeletons are going to reform and ask you kindly to get out of their house.
Could
Yeah,
you
we'll
stop
have a nice
breaking your body
conversation.
parts?
My word.
Okay. So, next up is Quill.
Oh shoot, it's me. Quill now like coming to his senses and goes, it's a bison that can grow grass. A self-replicating bison, I think.
All bison self-replicating.
Yeah, isn't that kind of
no,
the
no,
way
they
that life
they
works?
usually need mates. This thing is creating life on its own. It's amazing. And he'll start approaching cautiously to the bison, being aware that obviously this is still a wild animal. I don't know, just sort of like try and gauge it, see if it even cares at all? Is it concerned about us as we're sitting there with like a lantern, standing next to a giant troll?
Is this like a water buffalo or like an American bison? Like,
And
what
how
does
big is this
look
thing?
like?
How tall are we talking here?
Which is bigger, a water buffalo or an American bison?
Which is bigger or meaner?
Bigger.
I think an American bison is.
Then it is an American bison.
American bison. Okay, cool.
Okay, and
So
you
you're
are
saying America
attempting
exists.
to you are
Um,
attempting to discern its
my God.
nature. What are you trying to do against this bison here?
Just
I
get
guess
close to it.
I guess I'm trying. I'm like cautiously approaching, but trying to figure out like, is this thing looking at us like it's time to gore some people, or is it like I'm happy eating this grass and these people are whatever?
Okay.
You know, I don't know. Probably like a
This is an empathy
A
check.
discern.
Empathy. Willpower, empathy.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Coming in hot. Oh, rolled a 12.
Nice.
Explode it.
Okay, so that is a number that my brain does not calculate. That is a 25.
Dang.
Jesus. Okay.
Nice.
With a 25, you see its head down, munching on the grass. There is a somewhat pleasurable note to it, as it has spontaneously, in theory, developed this ability, though you don't know that it's spontaneous, but you can tell that it is taking pure joy from the fact that it was able to produce that grass and then peacefully graze on it. Then its head turns toward you, and you can see hunger still on its eyes.
It's gonna eat you.
I ponder quickly if these are actually meat eaters. Like, is Bison about to eat me? Like, I don't know. What do I roll? There's like a nature? Is there like a nature for me to be like,
There should be a nature check
Bison,
of some
will
kind.
Bison eat me? Would this Bison eat me? And I ponder as quickly as my brain can ponder.
I'll give it probably survival would be the closest to knowledge of animals.
Sure.
So give me an intelligence survival check.
Okay.
You
yes.
said it out loud. I go, yeah, bison eat people sometimes. Only sometimes.
Oh.
Must sleep, come up, eat.
We said intelligence survival.
I got a 1, so.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Sure. This is probably not a terribly hard thing to figure out, as bison are, not built for consuming meat. They are herbivores.
You wouldn't eat me, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a safe guess. And then like what I'd actually do, as Quill's thinking as quickly as he can, is like look around for like a low-hanging tree branch to try and pull it off and like offer leaves.
You are in the middle of a plain.
Oh, true. We are, aren't we? I don't know why I've envisioned all this in like a forest.
I have no idea. A bison would not do very well in a forest, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know. It'd probably still eat plants. Okay. Then you know what? I'm gonna shoot. It grew the grass.
It
It's like there's
did.
lots of grass. There's not just grass. Is there grass? I look around. Is there more grass?
As you look
There's
around,
more
you can see
grass?
that there is grass all around, but it's all fairly small. There's nothing that was... This grass that it grew became much taller than any of the surrounding grass. It's probably had... Either it's been feeding here for a while and has nibbled everything down to very low amounts, or there is something preventing good growth of the grass in this area.
Looks like things are coming up pretty dry around here. I don't know. It looks like it's hungry. I say it. I shrug over to Craw.
Give apple?
Do you have an apple?
Craw like apple. Quill like apple?
I'd love an apple.
I go and I palm 3 apples and I hand him one.
I take them from him, if that's okay.
Sure, but I'll say at this point, you've probably reached the end of your 10 seconds for this
Perfect.
round.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right. Then, the bison goes. As the bison turns to look at you, a hunger writ upon its face, its gem begins to glow once more, and the beam fires out in your direction. What do you do?
I think it's a life. I think this is a life bison, so this doesn't feel like it's a bad. Would I just grow more? Would I become better? I think I don't. I just go, and I hold up the apples, and I see what happens.
That was not what I originally planned for this moment, but that is so much better. Okay, the beam. Well, let's see. Let's see how well it aims, actually. That's probably
That's
the right
true.
thing to do.
It's
And
very
my dice,
new,
of
so.
course, well, now my dice roll hot. As the beam shoots from the forehead, striking the apples in your hand.
Ah!
You feel the apples begin to shudder, shake, and begin to get heavier within your
Oh.
hand.
I'd probably drop them if
You-
I feel like it's like rapidly getting.
Yes. You
Heavy.
drop the apples, and as you do, you see from where the stems are on the apples, you see it beginning to grow out, forming a larger branch, which then begins to grow even further, growing into an actual trunk of a tree, which then begins to sink roots into the ground next to
Oh.
it.
Oh, it made
Ooh.
trees. It made trees. And it's like backing away to not like get caught up in rapidly growing apple trees.
Okay. The bison then begins making his way over to the rising tree. Then we return to the Skelly Men. The Skelly Men over in the deep pit. The one within the cage. It finishes reforming. It holds its hands out toward the bars of this root cage, and it begins to try to sink its fingers into the roots as if it is trying to tear it apart. It does not succeed, however, not even remotely doing so.
I'd say it's a pretty hard game.
Stupid skeleton, you ain't got no muscles.
The other two Skelly Men, however, they rise, seeing Thistle nearby on the not Thistle, Lucky nearby on the ground, correct?
Yeah, like,
All right.
just ready.
They finish forming and then begin shambling towards you. However, they do not have enough time in this round after finishing forming to get an attack off on you. However, they do close to nearby. Evil Weasel, I don't remember what your Chaos Gold thing does. However, if you want to roll me a d8, I will give you a random Chaos effect of the gold level.
More bones. Why?
All right. Meanwhile, back at the camp, the apple tree has fairly rapidly grown. And then the earth begins to shudder slightly.
What have you done?
Is that you, Craw?
Thistle, you're up.
Oh. Did Craw go? Am I crazy?
Yep, Craw went.
It's
Yeah,
all
I
a
went-
blur.
I went,
This is
mm-mm.
action packed.
That was
My
it,
brain
yeah.
is a mess. Okay, great. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I thought a lot. That was the problem.
They're headed towards Lucky, I'm assuming, since I'm airborne.
That is correct.
right. They were shambling towards Lucky.
That is correct.
First, I'm going to say, Una, go join Mud. Go get the others. So that my little links will be safe.
Okay. Yours, I believe, came from a thing that meant it just straight up obeys you, right?
It's my druid companion, so I'm
yeah.
going to assume so.
Mm.
Your lynx then begins and bounds off into, I don't know what a lynx sounds like.
Nope,
Bounds
I love
off
it.
into
Like
the
that.
dark.
They sound like that.
Perfect. That's what they sound like now.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I? Oh, jeez. Oh, Lucky. What do we do? Are they gonna hurt us?
Oh, I think so.
You do think so?
I'll do.
Okay.
Should we run?
I don't know. Probably.
So Thistle's like high up, out of reach, right?
Correct.
Of them. Okay, that's good.
Right, tank lucky.
I'm gonna go. Oh wait, no. There's like no trees around, right?
Nope.
Oh God.
You're also
I
in a
too
hole in the
discovered
ground.
that.
Makes it questionable where these roots came from, doesn't it?
It's magic. It's nature magic. Come on.
Well.
I guess I'll cast another. I'll try to cage another one
Okay.
to buy us some time. Friendly roots now grab skelly foots.
All right, I'll give you that +3 again. Roll it.
You're too kind.
Doesn't matter what I give you. I can't roll above a 6 with these guys.
Oh no!
Yes. They're chumps.
11 plus 6 is 17 plus 3. Is that what you gave me? So 20.
Okay. 20. Cool. With a 20, you actually managed to get a critical success on this one. So,
Oh damn!
congratulations.
What does that do for the?
That checks off an extra box in your skill.
Yes.
It also means that it happens particularly well. So, your roots that you had formed for the larger cage for the other creature, you work your magic, and as you do, the little roots that have grown out of there begin to reach out again, grabbing for the footsies of the nearby skeleton, and finding not 2, but 4, as both of the other skeletons find themselves wrapped up within the roots.
All right, I got another 5, so it'll be for 5 rounds.
Of course. All right. Meanwhile, Evil Weasel, with your 6, you have gotten the ability. Life has no level progression, which means that you can activate that at the beginning of a combat, and I will roll randomly to determine the threat level of every combatant within it.
Weasel.
Wait, say that again.
I will roll randomly to determine the threat level of every combatant in a future combat.
Got it.
Could be
Okay.
brutal, could also turn the big bad evil guy into a level 1 threat.
Yo, Evil Weasel, don't forget,
Cool.
I wasn't roasting you during.
That's exciting.
That wasn't the first time. We'll see how this goes.
All right. Well, this is chaos. This is chaos magic. She has no control over what happens with that.
No, clearly control. It's called I call it in.
All right. So, with that, Thistle, do you have anything else for your action?
No, thank you. Sorry, that's it for me.
Great. Then we go to Kra. Kra, you have seen the rapidly growing apple tree that has absorbed the apples that you so kindly gave to Quill, and you feel the earth beginning to shake.
I'm gonna try and figure out where that's coming. Like, what kind of like is it like a mass earthquake? Does it feel like something's just below us? I'm gonna try and figure that out. Yeah.
Okay. You can give me a discern check.
You got it.
CERN.
I believe that's what it was.
Yeah. 11 plus 5 plus 2 is 18.
Plus.
Oh, Walrus, don't give him ideas.
You got a what? Sorry?
18.
You got an 18. You can see that it is fairly localized to you, but it is strong.
Quill, apples making ground mad.
Well, I mean, it's definitely foreign to the area. That makes enough sense. But a tree rooting in the ground shouldn't do anything too drastic to the environment. I mean, what's it going to do? Break the land? Is it going to break the land?
I get ready for the land to break.
All right. So, next up is Lucky. But before you go, I'm going to, as a reminder for people in the chat, we have the RP Gacha system going on here, which allows you to get tokens and use them to affect the game for good, for ill, or for chaos. They can be done with channel rewards or just by staying active in the chat. I've just linked there a little guide on how to use them. So if you choose to, you can earn and use them as you will. Now let's return to Lucky.
Okay, so I
Oh.
am going to trust that Mud is going to get us assistance. I believe in Mud's ability. I believe in Thistle's ability. However, you know, I don't think we should fight these guys at this point, but I do want to try and get Thistle's stuff back. So I am going to, seeing how successful Thistle has been with her incantations and like saying things and then awesome stuff happens. Lucky starts running over to the cage skeleton and they say, I got really good feet. They're gonna make me go fast. I'm gonna do a flip now and get this stuff from your ass. And then I like jump in the air and like jump over to the skeleton.
Okay.
And I'm really just like, I'm not gonna attack it, but I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna point my crossbow at it, and I'm going to assume I have like extra you know, like, yeah, like, did you hear that? And I'm like, you better give that back.
What a cool spell!
So are you attempting to persuade the skeleton to return the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. I will absolutely give you the +5 on that roll, because goodness me. And you can give me your persuade check, which is persuade charisma.
Cool. I think I have. Let's see.
Difficult check, of course, because it is a skeleton.
Yeah, but you know, Lucky's like, just
Mhm.
whatever. Okay. Okay, and 12.
Goodness
and,
me.
That's an 18.
That's an 18. Okay. You do not get the critical success, but you do just barely eke it out. And the skeleton, you can see through the roots, begins to root around in its body, trying to pull out the bits of bag from between the bones.
Yay.
A horrible clacking sound coming from within.
Gross.
Also, yes, Druid Locks, you have redeemed that loaded die, so at any point you can choose what somebody rolls. Congratulations. I'm sure you're going to use that for good. You tend to help them more than hurt them, so that's good. All right. Next up is Quill.
Okay. So the ground around us is starting to like shake violently.
That
like
is correct.
Earthquake status.
Yes, the tree is still growing, and you have a localized earthquake on your hands.
Well, yeah, that seems dangerous. So I'm gonna try and coerce the life bison away from the area. All right, big guy, we gotta move away. This tree is bringing down the world. Let's go. Come on, up, like kind of clapping and like trying to shepherd this animal away as best as I can. Come on, big guy.
All right. So you can give me a train animal roll, and I'll give
Word.
you a +1.
Dope. Okay, come on, dice. Come on, dice, baby. Oh, that's not a good one. That's a 1. It's a 1. So that
Oh,
gives me
no.
a big fat total of.
It don't matter what the total is necessarily. 1 means you threaten a critical failure.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Unless this is a class skill. Is this a class skill?
Certainly not.
All right. But you rolled a base 1, right? I'm not.
Base 1. Base 1.
Great.
I didn't
Critical
add any
failure
of
chart.
my other numbers. If it's irrelevant, then
Roll me a d12, please.
You got it. Come on, dice. Coming in hot. I rolled an 11.
An 11, then
Probably
it
not
is.
the right time to roll high.
Then it is simply an automatic failure. Things do not go horribly, horribly wrong.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Unless Druid Locks is going to choose to use his thing to override your results, right? Oh, wait, didn't we say something about
Critical
how...
failures are critical failures.
Right, critical failures or critical failures can't be changed. I think that's what we had
There you go.
decided at one point.
Mhm.
So,
I dig that. Keeps the threat. you know?
anything else?
I don't. I mean, I think he spends all of his time trying and failing. I don't think he's like, this isn't working. He's like, come on, you gotta go. The world is falling around us. Come on, move, Life Bison, move. Like,
All right. You attempt to channel your inner bison herder. The bison then gets to go. I don't believe I skipped anybody there. And it begins walking toward you instead of away from you.
No,
It
not,
begins
no,
walking
no.
toward the tree, which is swiftly rising. And it takes a bite out of one of the apples. For it,
Aw,
pulling it off of the tree, taking a chunk out of it, which then falls to the ground and lowers its head to begin eating.
I mean, it's adorable, but we gotta go. Come on.
At which point, the tree continuing to rise. I'll take, what is it? Discern checks from our friends at the
Cool.
camp.
Ooh,
I know
12.
this will work out well. Here we go. Here we go.
12 and 9 is 21 plus. Oh,
Good Lord.
What's the
21
stat
plus
for it?
5 is 26. 28. I got a 20.
This is Perception Discern.
Cool. I got a 10. I'm also here.
Okay. So, Dr. Kra, you notice as the tree is rising, something almost seems pulled out of the ground with it. And you can see grabbing onto that gnarled tree trunk, a skeletal hand slowly pulled out of the ground. As you notice that, you see other areas within this camp where the ground is beginning to shift. You can just make out the beginnings of the tips of these fingers as they start to pull themselves free of the ground.
Quill.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to move the bison. It wants the apples. I don't speak bison, Craw. I'm just a man.
Time to punch, and I just
What?
get angry and yell time to
Whips.
punch.
It whips in the direction of Craw.
I was trying to give this troll sign for undead, and I'm like, ugh, just get frustrated.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the hole, Lucky, how far away? You moved away from the skeletons, correct?
Yeah.
Great. So, the one within the entrapment, fully within it, not having its little footsies grabbed, attempts to pull out the sack. However, it does not manage to, as I cannot roll well for these things, as its bones are knitting together, and it is trying, but failing. This is a very good sack, and it has very strong bones, lots of calcium. The other ones, however...
Good sack, good bones.
The other ones, however...
I'm not going to say a word.
The other ones, that is a... They actually rolled decently trying to break free of this thing. But not well enough, as you rolled a 20 against them. They only got a 15 trying to break free as they begin battering against the roots holding their feet. Okay. So, with their utter and complete failure, Thistle, you're up.
This'll just saw Lucky do like a really awesome acrobatic feat. It's like, oh, you're trying to get my stuff back. You're the best. Hey, wait a minute. They have my stuff. I guess at that he starts to Thistle starts to feel really affronted.
Yeah.
Like offended. How dare they? How very dare. So he's gonna hurl more magic at. He's gonna hurl magic not at the one because he wants to figure out how to get his bag back without damaging it. So he's gonna cast ice shards at one of the other two.
Okay.
Might be our
Let's hope
first,
this battle won't be hard. I hurl at you some icy shards.
All right. You can have your plus
He likes to do
3.
this all the time. He likes to wiggle his fingers. They
Love
help
it.
him.
Love it.
All right. Give me
Gotta
your
be a Fae
nature
thing, right?
roll.
That's what they do. That's what the Fae do. They always use wiggly fingers, right?
That's right. 13 plus 6 is 19. Do I get a bonus for that one?
Yep. Plus 3.
22.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, glass cannon.
Very, very close to getting that. Very close to getting that critical success again.
Oh,
Goodness me. All right. As your ice shards shoot out and pepper one of the skeletons. Give me your, I guess, damage roll.
Rolled a 1. Rip.
No.
Oh
Looks
no.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's true.
More special effects than like.
I said let's hope this battle won't be hard.
Right.
All right. Anything else there?
I'm just gonna like put my fists on my sides and huff at them.
All right. Oh. All right.
There's
Druid
more where
Locks-
that came from.
Druid Locks is giving you a 12. Oh. Where are you putting that 12?
Oh, for damage?
12 for damage. What was your
Is it-
damage die anyway? Was it a 1d12?
A 1d6.
1d6.
But it can explode to 12, so it is conceivable.
Dice explode when they roll a 12. So Druid Locks, do
Oh.
damage dice explode like that?
Oh, then a
Okay.
6.
So 6
Perfect.
damage. Much better. Much better than 1.
Oh, sweet.
As the
That's
ice shards
true.
shoot through the air, they pepper into the skeleton, and they don't seem to do much. However, then the icy magic begins to leach out into the bones, and you can see bits of it freezing solid and beginning to chip away.
Nobody likes cold bones. That's just a fact.
Yep.
True.
Cold
All
bones
right.
hurt.
Then, with that, let's move to Kra.
Thank you, Druid Locks.
The one that's being pulled out of the ground by the tree itself.
Mhm.
I go over to it and I say, "No, you sleep, and I just start stomping down
Oh my
on it, trying to like knock it back into the ground.
Oof.
All right, you can have a +3. Go ahead and give me your unarmed attack.
I using martial art.
Sure.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
I did bad.
How bad did you do?
Skeleton may have my foot. We find out.
Did you get a 1? Did you get a 1
Yes.
there? Oh, goodness me.
Got a 10 for a critical bad roll.
So with a 10 for the critical bad roll, you stomp down at the hand coming out of the ground. However, as you do, you catch a little bit of the roots that are growing out, which causes you to lose your footing slightly and be unable to stomp fully on this arm as it pulls closer to the surface. And remember, folks, if you get that critical failure,
Right.
check off that critical failure box for your skill.
Oh. Do I get my extra thingy? Because I have quick reflexes, so can I try and do something else
What is
that isn't punching?
Sure. And remember, yep. Oh, no, if you fail an melee attack, your turn ends. Unless quick reflexes stops that.
Don't know. Druid locks does
Druid Locks?
Druid lock.
I mean, Druid Lock says yes, so I'm absolutely going. I'll go with the creator.
Okay. Then in which case, Craw becomes confused by his missing because he's actually pretty good and goes, maybe not sleeping. And I reach down and I just try and pull it all the way out of the ground just to see what it looks like, just to be extra sure.
Okay. So, goodness me. Go ahead and give me, I guess, your martial arts roll again to try to.
But now it's a grapple, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to pull it. Sure.
Sure.
I got a 12. Of course I would do the thing I don't want to do. That's cool.
Critical fails.
15 plus 8 is, I don't know, 22, 23 plus 23 plus 3 is 26.
Blammo.
26. All right. Let's see how it does. To resist, it does not do well. You get your critical success. Take your two boxes, and then you successfully wrap your arms onto the skeletal creature and pull with all your might, and you do successfully manage to get it fully above the surface with one swift tug. You
I look at it and go, yeah,
Yes.
that skeleton.
Yes, this skeletal creature, about your size, stares back at you with empty eyes.
Friends? Okay, and then I end my turn. That's
Lucky.
All right. Lucky's really looking at these skeletons now and just like, I guess they don't want to tell you nothing. Gosh. Well, I'm just gonna start stabbing at the other skeletons. Because at least this one in here, this one's trying. And I would feel bad if I stabbed it because I just talked to it, So here we go. I'm saying, all right, let's take care of them. And I go to stab one of the other skeletons.
All right. Are you stabbing the one that got ice sharded or the one that is perfectly?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Ice sharded skeleton.
All right.
Going with the assist.
Give me that roll.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1.
That's number 3. We're one.
What is
we're
going
1 hour
on?
in.
What is going on?
All right. That's a third. So give me that D12 roll.
It's all feast and famine on RPG Blender, baby.
D12.
Yep.
I'm not gonna beg for gotcha tokens, but we could use some help.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. And something that I fully believe in is when something bad happens to my players, I trust them to kind of narrate the results of it, usually. So this is a minor additional effect in your critical failures. So, for example, you also knock over an object while attempting to sneak. Something along those lines. So,
Sure.
what happens with your minor additional effect?
Okay, so let's see. In this scenario, I would say that I go to, because I imagine it has to be minorly detrimental, and I'm all about that. So I jump up, like I'm gonna stab down on the skeleton. I'm so confident about it, and I just miss. Like it's dark, and I'm all amped up, and the skeleton maybe just moves a tiny bit. So I hit the dirt face first, and I get some dirt in my eyes. So I'll gladly I don't know, next turn, it's harder for me to do whatever because there's dirt in my eyes.
Yeah. All right. So there should be. Oh, look at that. Druid Lock's getting that. So you have blurred vision then. Any task that requires sight is at a -3 just for the next round, or rather until you choose to wipe stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, until you take an action to do that.
Okay.
All right. Then with that, Quill, you're up.
Okay. As Quill was watching whatever Kra was doing, as soon as he goes, time to start,
Punch time.
punch time, and he's like, what? And he sees him go over, and he starts messing around near the roots of the tree. He goes, no, don't damage the tree. It's not the tree's fault, it grew. This is the magic. And then he pulls out the skeleton. Oh my gods! And he'll, because this all happened while we were sleeping, I'm presuming I wasn't sleeping in my armor. I don't know if there's rules about sleeping in armor or not, but I presume I'm in my common clothes and whatnot with a lantern right now. So Quill is gonna scramble over to his stuff to grab his arcane applicator and slap that bad boy on and start whirling all of the little discs on the bracer itself and attune it, pulling the sort of the lever attached to the bracer as the 2 rods stick out and it attunes to earth. And he's gonna whip his arm around and with a clawed hand start to attempt to pull earth out of the ground underneath the skeleton and cast Elevate.
Oh. Okay. So you're attempting to elevate the one that he just pulled out of the ground.
Correct. I'm attempting to create a pillar of earth from underneath it, raising it up to 100 feet into the air, in which case the pillar will then immediately disperse after elevating the target.
Okay. Wow, that's great. So that was a great description. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that +5. However, Evil Weasel, are you going to use your roll to the left?
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Is that a good thing? It sounds like a good thing.
Chaos.
Yes.
Oh crap! It was chaos. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll to the left when activated. For the next 30 minutes, all rolls will be done by the player who is to your left. So, you know, the counterclockwise or clockwise. So, in other words, Dr. Mr. Freckles will roll for Craig. Craig will roll for Jared. Jared will roll for Kate, and Kate will roll for Rich.
All right. All right, Rich, you got me, boy.
That's and Evil Weasel has chosen to do that. Great. So I'll go ahead and mark the time as 9:41. So
you got me, buddy. You got me, buddy.
until 10:11, rolls are by the person who is clockwise from you.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I got a 6. I don't know what your pluses are.
Of course.
But the base roll is a 6.
So 6 plus my earth magic, and my bracer is currently working for a +3 on top of it. However, Quill is not a very accomplished spellcaster, and he only has 1 rank in earth. So that's 4 plus 6 for 10 plus 5 for my bonus for a 15.
All right, 15. All right. Ooh, I think you just barely eke it out as they roll a total of 14.
Oh,
Nice.
As a
teamwork, baby.
as a pillar of earth rises, grabbing this skeleton, ripping it out of the hands of, I mean,
Ow.
assuming that Kra decides to let go,
Yeah.
Please let go of it. Please let go of it.
ripping it into the air. How high does this pillar go?
100 feet. I'm sending it the hell up, so hopefully it smashes on the way down.
Goodness me, is that how high that elevate spell can go?
It's
Up to
remarkable.
100 feet into the air.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye indeed.
Team Rocket's
Rupture, am I
blasting off
right?
again.
Okay, so the troll skeleton is blasted off 100 feet into the air on this pillar. How long does it last for?
It instantly disperses after elevating the target.
Oh. Noted. Noted indeed.
I think I'm beginning to see why Earth magic is outlawed sometimes. A little bit.
I didn't read everything, but the things I did read, I took very important notes.
Oh, now I get to learn about fall damage. Excellent. All right. So, anything else on your turn?
Quill is just gonna say like, "Cry, you might want to get out of the way. Life Bison, please move." And he's gonna like at this point, because it wasn't like moving before, he's gonna like start like pulling on it and like pulling at like its fur and like trying to just like get it to just start getting out of the way. Because there's a as I have observed, about a troll-sized skeleton that was just launched into the air and now plummeting down. And I hope it dies, but it's also a big old skeleton, so who knows?
Okay. So, Druid Locks, you just grabbed the reward item overload. So what that's going to do is when you activate it for the next 30 minutes, all of your magic items, you know, those personal items, will be operating as if you were a higher, as if it were a higher tier effect. So it's when he chooses to use it. He does not have to use it right now. It may not be useful right now. Who knows? And as for half or better, oh, goodness.
Oh boy, unloaded over here.
He really
My
is.
man.
Another
Oh,
gold
wow.
prize. Half or better once activated, then only you guys on the good side for the next 30 minutes will only be able to roll dice that are half the max value or better.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So congratulations. When he uses those, that will help you greatly.
I mean, with how much we roll once, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
One thing it will not
It will.
erase ones. That's the only thing that it
Fair.
won't do.
That's,
Because-
yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Ones are funds.
Ones are funds. All right, he's activating the half or better. So until quarter after 10, you
Oh
all.
my god, what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's going to be great. So just don't roll more ones. All right. Next up is the Life Bison. The Life Bison, happily munching away at that apple,
He's also a good character.
What? Is it though? Is it?
Uh,
The life bison, munching happily on that apple, sees the earth rise and shoot a skeleton into the sky. The earth then dissipates, and the skeleton begins to plummet, at which point it... Let's see, does it notice what's going on?
I hope so. I want to
There's
save
so
that
much
life
happening.
bison.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mark down all of these effects, because, goodness me, they're all coming now.
Oh my gosh!
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, chat.
Well, hang on now. Those are chaos effects.
I was gonna say, let's not
Yeah,
take
but
anyone
chaos is
just
fun.
yet.
I'm here for it.
Mhm.
I'm here for it.
Ban a number. Pineapple Dragon. When you ban a number for 30 minutes, if a number other than 1 can be banned. So it cannot be rolled by anybody in the game. As for Druid Locks, everybody gets a prize. That is what gave everybody, including the Life Bison, a random item. So when you choose to activate it, everything in the scene will get a random item.
Life bison better.
All right. So, what does the bison do at this moment? At this moment, the life bison sees now the hand. Oh right, rolled well actually. So it sees the hands beginning to go as it has had its attention called to them by all of this stuff. Goodness me. It will then turn toward one of the hands. The life gem beginning to glow, and it will fire a beam toward one of the emerging skeletons.
Poggers, poggers.
Oh, it rolled decently, actually. It rolls a 17 versus the skeleton. Does not get even close to that. But doesn't ban the number 11. Oh, that's a mean one, especially at the half or better.
Wow!
Holy moly.
Wow!
Some people like to watch wood burn.
Bible thump.
All right. I have to make note of these now. Half or better till 10, 15. We have the number 7 band, 11 band until 10, 48. Oh, goodness me. All right, and we have the roll to the left going on still.
Yeah.
Until 10. Perfect. All right. Goodness me, I think I'm caught up now. As the beam of life strikes the skeleton hand. How much damage does this do? That's a good question. We go with the challenge rating. So, it's a 6 damage of life to the hand. As it strikes the hand, you can see almost the flesh beginning to reform around it. However, this was a dead creature, so the skin that is forming is somewhat decayed and useless. And as it does, you can see that the hand is actually starting to get weaker as the unlife pouring through it is ripped away and replaced by life. Can see my soul. Goodness me. Did you see it leave my body at any point? It's going to happen.
Not yet, you haven't.
All right. So next up are the skeletons. All right. Jay Bakura redeeming
Look
those
at
tokens.
Go.
Let me make. Let's make
He's getting into that chaos.
Oh,
I just
damn.
want to make
Getting
sure
into
you
that
actually
chaos.
that you get them. That's important.
I mean, I'll just say, as a spectator in these things, and when I was watching your redemption stream, the murder
Mhm.
mystery, as a tabletopper, it's freaking pleasant as hell for me to be able to have odds and basically rolling dice in my own respect from these tokens and stuff, which is a lot of fun. Also to mess with people.
Mhm.
So mostly the message.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
All right. EOJ Bakura, if you could be so kind as to just type something into the chat to make sure that you have it, that you get these tokens. I want to make sure that you get them all. I can check the database, make sure that you're getting them, and if not, add them. 'Cause I don't know if you've chatted in here before since I added this, so I want to make sure that you are in the token list.
Are you in?
Yes. Yes. Anyway, while that's happening, the skeletons go. The rest of them begin climbing out. They make their way out of the ground. And you see now in front of you 2 humanoid skeletons, and toppling from the ground, a troll skeleton.
Oh, yeah, nailed it.
The troll skeleton takes a bit of damage once it strikes the ground.
5 die 4. Yeah.
What?
Huzzah!
Oh,
5
no.
die 4.
No, not 5 die 4. It starts at 1d4, and then the die rolled increases for every 20 feet.
Oh.
So then, so it is
Uh-huh.
1d4 at 20 feet, 1d6 at 40, 1d8 at 60, 1d10 at 80, and 1d12 at 100 feet.
Ooh,
And because it's a
Pretty good.
d12, technically it can explode, I guess?
it can explode.
Mhm.
D12s explode. Let's get popping.
Also-
LLP,
And it
baby.
rolls a 10.
Oh.
Nice. But also, I love the idea that I can fall 100 feet and take 1 damage and just be like, oh.
Right, that
Oh.
sucks. Legend of Zelda roll. You just roll. It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not damage.
100%.
Okay. Meanwhile, damage doesn't ever explode. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that away. Don't worry, we didn't roll a 12 anyway. So, the skeleton does not superhero landing. The troll skeleton hits the ground. Its bones shake slightly, and you can see some cracks form in the bones.
Mm.
Okay. Those skeletons are now ready to act on the next round, which will be very bad. Meanwhile, the ones back at the other camp, the one that is within the cage will attempt again to rip the bag from its body, and it does succeed in doing so this
You
time,
did it, little buddy.
as the bag rips from its body. However, it is then noticing that it is stuck within this cage, and takes the bag and begins trying to use it to bash its way out of the cage. Do you have anything particularly fragile in your bag?
I think it was just an extra bag that we were shoving the bones into.
Is
right?
it literally just an extra bag?
Yeah.
So it takes the bag and begins ineffectually slapping it against the walls of its cage.
Good thing that
Not
wasn't
even
your
gonna roll
decanter,
for it.
Brad.
All right.
Well,
So,
I just got that bag.
the other two. Lucky is now within melee range of one of them. So that skeleton will. Oh, that's what it's going to do. It reaches out, grabs one of the ice shards in its body, rips it from its flesh, and then
Oh.
attempts to stab it toward
oh, bro, come on.
Lucky. What do you do, Lucky?
I'm embarrassed that I fell, but I wiped the dirt from my eyes. Well, I don't really do. I can't see too good,
That is
so I
true.
don't really do anything.
You can attempt to dodge. You can attempt to.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I'll try to get out of the way.
Okay, you are at a -3, of course. And give me your dodge.
Okay, my
Roll.
dodge.
I'm just so embarrassed. Just kill me,
I just
skeleton.
close my eyes and embrace that skeletal.
All right.
I'm just adding. Okay, so I got. Am I adding my agility too and
is
the
correct.
skill? Okay. So that is 21. Well, no. Sorry, it's a.
Wait. Somebody else has to roll for you.
That is true.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
That is
I
true.
forgot.
Sir Winter
Wait.
Knight.
Wait, so we're at half or
Oh, no.
above.
Yeah. Sir. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sir
Yes,
Winter Knight.
Sir Winter Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're at half or better.
we're at half or and which numbers are banned? 7 and 11.
7
is
and
banned.
11?
Just 11.
Just 11.
Just
Oh,
11.
oh,
JK.
not 11, not 7. Okay.
Nope.
Cool.
What? So if I roll below half, do I just roll again, or it
You
goes to
just
a
roll
6?
again, unless it's a 1.
I got a 9.
All right, so you get that
Ooh.
9. So do the 9 with your calculations.
Okay. Well, -3.
Correct?
Yeah. Okay. 11, 19.
All right, 19.
Jesus.
Yeah, does manage to beat its 14. So as the ice shard comes down toward you, you roll out of the way with your blurry vision still not completely obscuring your natural reflexes as the ice spike strikes down, striking the ground and shattering within its hand.
Well, that wasn't very nice, I say as I'm getting the dirt out of my eyes.
The other one turns its head toward you, not being able to reach you, unfortunately. Its jaw slackens slightly as an unearthly emerges from it.
You don't have no lungs.
Ugh.
I can't talk. They ain't got no tongues or lips.
All right. So, next up is Thistle.
Oh,
I apologize to anybody who had the volume up with like headphones or earbuds in when I made that sound. That must have been awful.
No, I'm
These
here
are all
for
coming
it.
here for the ASMR.
I'm
That's
here
all they're
for it.
here for.
So Thistle assumes that Lucky is doing all of this on purpose as like a decoy to think that they have the upper hand. And he's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
oh, Lucky, you're so brave. What a smart move. Okay, so here we go. So he's gonna throw his hands back and say, he's gonna cast ice shards at the same one that he's ice sharded.
Mm-hmm.
Bones, you must be very old. Now you're also very cold. And he's gonna like hurl some icy goodness at them.
All right, you hurl your icy death toward that skeleton. You can go ahead and give me your roll at your +3 because just
That would
basically
be
if you
doing
do
that.
if you do those rhyming things, figure you're getting a +3.
Okay, rock. I love it.
Okay. Rhymes get +3. Gotta keep it in mind. Rhymes get +3. Okay.
Oh, right, and do and die rolls.
Oh, and I roll. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here
Goodness
comes that
me.
hot fire, baby.
Yeah.
Why did I come up with this idea as a reward? This is pain for me. Thank you,
I
chat.
rolled an 11, but that's banned.
That is
So
correct.
I
Reroll.
will roll instead a 9.
A 9. 9 plus
So-
3, 12.
So 19.
19.
Oh, plus 3. Sorry. 19. So 22. 22.
Okay, 22. Let's see if they can manage to save against a single thing. They do not. But they don't get they do not critically fail. And you do not critically succeed. That's the right way of saying it. Technically, they're different. All right, roll your damage.
Do and die. That's a D6.
Oh, my God, I'm doing that too? God. 2.
2.
Hey, does the hat to the left?
That is
does count
correct.
for damage? Oh,
Every
word.
die. Except for
6.
ones.
All right. All right.
6
all
damage.
right.
All
Good
right.
job.
As the ice shards
Uh.
further rocket into this body, and you see the ice beginning to spread within it. All right.
It's still standing. Oh gosh.
It is still standing.
Oh, no.
It's still
This doesn't feel
standing.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Lucky. Now get back up on
don't
your
get me
feet.
started, boy.
Let's
Don't you get
whoop
me
'em.
started.
Yeah, let's seal the deal, you and me. Yeah, let's do it. As I'm like still stumbling around with the dirt on my face.
All right. Next up is Kra.
Also, don't forget that I sent Mud back.
That is correct, but I
A
don't think
mile away.
it's a mile away. That
I
is.
don't know. It feels like it's been forever. So what do you want from me?
It has been
Tabletop, am I right?
40 seconds.
He's a fast doggy.
All right. Kra. Actually,
Um,
I'm gonna look up the speed of a dog. What kind of dog is it? This is like a war dog.
A war
It's a
dog.
It's like the most valuable one you can get.
War dog speed. Well, anyway, you can go, Kra, while I'm looking up these random details.
Do it, Cross. Save the day with your big muscles.
Kra actually doesn't have super big muscles. He's weirdly wiry for a giant.
Oh, no.
oh no, he's weak the whole time.
Oh no! Ruined the day.
Kra's gonna plant his feet and kind of go for like a kick into this thing, but not used to how in tune he is with the earth. The earth kind of shoots him up forward. So I'm actually going to cast Leap and try and drag this thing up into the air with me.
Okay, the troll skeleton one?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're another jumpy character. All right.
I didn't originally have it. You made that
Yeah.
tornado give me magic powers.
No, I did not. Evil Weasel did.
It was your fault. Your fault.
All right, so you're casting Leap on yourself, but you're also trying to grapple this thing?
Yes.
All right, so give me your marsh.
I'm trying to get a really cool plus die 4 damage.
That's new mama rolling for you, right?
Yeah.
Your mama
Oh,
will be
right.
rolling for you, but what is the actual thing for grappling?
It's not in here anywhere, so I don't know.
Ah,
I would guess that it would be just martial arts versus martial arts.
That would be
Or
my
martial arts versus whatever you have to not be grappled.
grapple. You
brawl.
would use escape to escape from being grappled. But as for the actual rules of grappling somebody, Druid Lux,
Druid Lux,
would this
did
just
you
straight up
invent
be
grappling?
a martial arts or unarmed against their dodge or parry?
That would make sense.
An opposed strength
escape.
check? What would you say? Calling on the power of having the creator in
Block. There you go.
Okay. Oh, is it an opposed block check then?
Or block
Block
versus the martial arts, probably,
Makes
right?
sense.
would make sense. All right, so roll your martial arts. Congratulations, we have just established the
You
rules.
there. Roll my martial arts.
Oh, dodge or block.
Dodge or block,
is,
okay.
I got a 7.
Nice.
It's over half.
That is
Nice.
true.
So 7 plus 8 is 15. Do I get any pluses for that description?
I'll give you the +3.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So that's 18 plus 3. So 21.
All right, 21. You managed to grab hold of this skeleton. Now let's get your leap spell cast.
Go ahead, do that. Now do that. I'm not good at this. So good luck.
Yo, half to the left is definitely gonna help you in this respect. You're about to have a cool moment. I'm feeling it.
What'd you get?
Huh? What?
What'd you get? What'd you roll?
have to- yeah.
You're rolling for it, remember?
You're still in the hot seat.
Sorry. What am I
You're in the hot seat.
rolling?
You got a whole nother roll after this one too.
You're willing to cast
Okay.
the
She
spell. I
just
think.
happened to be here.
I rolled an 11.
Reroll
Roll
it.
it again.
Zev Bolton.
That's a 12.
Hey!
Roll it again.
Roll it again, roll it again.
Explode.
I want to go to space right now.
A total of 15. Oh wait, because I rolled a 3, but so does it
Half to
apply?
left. Keep it rolling. Keep it going.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Space,
gosh. I
send
rolled
this troll
another
to
12.
space. Send
Let
my
it
troll to
go.
space.
Let's go to space. Accomplish Lucky's dream. That was
I don't think about balance when I do these things. Come on.
I need a camera on my dice. I swear to God, I rolled another 12.
We're
Oh
gonna
my God.
I mean, this isn't something that you're cheesing because
Okay.
I might have to make a new character because I'm going to be in space.
It's happening, people. It's
Okay.
happening.
I got a
We'll name it-
10.
We'll name a constellation after you.
So
Nice.
Okay, so just plus 46 to what it is.
Yeah, so you got a 10, so that's
12, 12, 12, 10, plus
Yeah,
46
it's
to whatever your
46.
stats are there,
so
buddy.
46 plus
Oh my god.
oh,
plus 6
Cool. So
is
I'm
52.
sorry, George.
a humble 52.
54.
Oh, a humble 54. Okay,
Wow.
we didn't break 60, so that's respectable.
Okay.
How does falling damage work again? I'm just asking. For
So, normally, this spell allows you to leap 30 feet in any direction. So it does not normally have any effect based on that. However, I'm a firm believer of massive explosion should have massive effects. So
Hell
what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a resistance roll from the creature that you have grappled. And that is going to be the check to see how many multiples of that you achieve.
That sounds fair.
All right. And
Get
we
a
know
one.
how my
Get a
dice
one.
have been rolling.
Get a 1. Come on.
yes. Right.
All right. And we get a 12 total. So,
total.
what was your total?
54.
54 divided by...
Unless the plus 3 went into that as well. And then it's a 57.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a 57.
57 divided by 12. 4 multiples. So you jump 120 feet. Well, actually, no, hang on, though. Yes, 120 feet into the air.
Cool. Immediately
like
gets a
soup like a-
nosebleed watching this. That's
Al Driver,
Yeah.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, so at this point, I'm going to use my quick action thing to literally then, just from like midair, just fucking like suplex this thing into the ground at like Mach 2. Just absolutely just.
So you're going with it.
Oh yeah, I want to land on the soft bones.
the soft bones.
Okay.
Compared to the soft what? What am I working with here, Quill?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like kick off.
You know
the
what?
Prey?
You know what? Mm,
No. You live.
No,
your life, baby.
Stop. I don't want to be influenced by you because I need to
All
think.
right.
'Cause I'm in the air I'm dumb and I'm in the air all by myself. So instead, I actually I take it and I do like a spin and I spin around in midair twice and then try and launch this skeleton at another skeleton that's on the ground.
Ooh.
Ah.
Not
Okay.
trying to break my fall at all. Come and get me, gravity.
I bet.
All right.
I bet.
So you're going to go ahead and you're going to give me that martial arts roll.
Lucky, could you please roll my martial arts roll?
Oh, right.
Obviously, you are aiming from 120. Wait, no, this would be thrown. Sorry, thrown. This would be a throw attack.
Oh, then I'm gonna wait till I get close to the ground and do it then. Whatever I can use martial arts for.
No. If you are throwing him at somebody, it's always going to be thrown.
Oh, then I'm just gonna axe kick this guy into the ground so I can use my martial arts and make him take fall damage plus my martial arts.
Hell yeah! There we go.
Ooh, good axe kick.
I'm
All right.
trying to DBZ fight this, except there's no way for me to live at the end. I'm just like pow.
Nah, man, hero landing. We
No.
went over it. Got a 3-point. You just got a 3-point land.
Okay. So, give me your...
You
martial
I'm
Yes.
arts.
adding.
What are you adding?
I got 2 explosions. 24 plus. So it's a 33.
Okay, so 33 plus.
Let's see what this actually does the focus. Let's do it. Come on,
Come on,
camera.
focus.
There
You
we
wish.
go. Almost.
You got a 1?
Beautiful.
Got a 1 on the defense roll. There we go.
Tell me he finally hears the skeleton actually utter words and it goes, please, no.
That is a
is a
gorgeous
gorgeous
die.
die.
That's why I use it, even though
Yeah.
it is rolling like absolute.
It is
Butts
pretty
for-
garbage.
No, keep using it. Yes, please keep
Mhm.
using it.
It's this
Okay, so
beautiful
what did
like
you-
space.
What did you
color.
get? You got 33
I got
plus
12, 12, 9.
So 33 plus 8 is 41 plus 3 is 44 plus 3 is 47. So I got 47.
You got 47. It rolls a 1, and then on its critical failure chart, rolls a 1.
What does that make happen
That sounds
normally?
bad. That sounds very
The complete
bad.
opposite of what they intended to happen.
Hmm.
So instead of successfully trying to break their
Yeah.
fall, they will somehow manage to add to the impact. So not only will they be taking your martial arts damage, they will be rolling their own damage against themselves, in addition to the... Oh gosh, we hit 120 feet. 100 was a D12, so what's after...
D20,
oh
baby!
god, it's a D20 damage!
Oh my god.
Why isn't there a D14?
The most unwieldy of dice.
All right, so it's going to take a D12 plus a D6 plus your martial arts in
My
damage.
martial arts is currently 6 damage.
Excellent. And on the D20 we get a 12, and on the D6 we get a 4, so that is 16 damage plus your 6.
Yes.
That is a total of 22 damage as the skeleton smashes into the ground and just literally explodes
Back
in
to sleep.
bursts of bones.
Epic.
And then you come crashing to the ground.
On the tree that breaks my fall lovingly.
No.
I figured. All right, that's fair. You want me to roll that 20?
I'm going to roll that 20, but you're going to give me an athletics check to try to reduce it by 1 die.
Or acrobatics?
Ac-
I'm just asking. Acrobatics, I feel like is more of like a tumbly, like, no.
I
Uh-huh.
have an interesting question. I don't actually know how this would work in terms of the mechanics, but I know that, for instance, there are responses to certain situations when you can choose to like cast a spell in retaliation, things like that.
Mhm.
Is it possible that I could try to interject and react to seeing Craw plummeting into the ground and attempt to cast Featherfall on him?
What is the casting time of Featherfall? Is there any kind of indication that it can be used as an interruption or something?
I'm on it. Good luck.
Well, according to Druid Locks, yes, you can.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try.
So I will.
Oh, my God.
Well, barring any specific rolls, I would say that in order to reactive actions, okay, sure, give me your roll to try to do it.
Okay. Yep, here we go.
Wait, wouldn't Rich roll that?
Nope,
That
not
is
me.
correct.
right,
No,
No.
my life is in my own hands. I hate when
And
this
this is
happens.
the
Boy.
last last roll that will happen with roll to the left as that
Wait,
ends
I'm rolling
now.
for you. Don't roll.
I got an 11. No, I roll. It's not me. I'm
He
rolling.
rolls. He
Credit,
rolls for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Mhm.
credit.
Oh,
That-
you're
that
rolling
fell
for
to
the. Okay,
ground.
yeah.
He has to save
That was an
himself.
11. That was a 3. That's a 12
Hey!
and an 11
All
and an
right.
11 and a 6 and a 3 and a 5 and a 9. There you go. So you got a
Alright.
total of
21.
21.
Right?
21.
21. So 31. Featherfall.
All right. The target object or person falls at the rate of a feather. So, how many rounds did this last for?
You got to roll
Nope.
1d12.
That is now over, unfortunately, because we are at 10-11. So that
Okay.
the roll to the
yeah.
left is done.
Okay, here we go. It lasts for. I rolled a 2. 10. 10 rounds.
He's never going to reach the ground.
That's
yeah.
my question. How fast does a feather fall? According to Wonderopolis.org, how fast can a feather fall? Let's see if I can quickly determine this answer.
And how far did I fall before he caught me?
What? Oh,
And
no,
how far-
well,
Mhm.
the interest of making it interesting.
Roll
We'll
that
say it
roll.
happens like as you start falling, rather than making things go too crazy, because you wouldn't have hit the ground until next round anyway because of your whatnot, your double action this time. So, whatever. That's fine. We'll determine next round, maybe. Probably not next round. Really doesn't matter. You've got 10 rounds of falling like a feather. So, next up is, finally, after that long, long experience, Lucky. How do you follow that up?
You don't follow that up. I mean,
Just stab.
everything is going to pale in comparison. I am just going to stab. I am just going to stab.
All right, you're not going to try to clear your eyes or anything like that, correct? You're not going to use that. You're going to just take the penalty. And...
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah. No, I'll clear my eyes. I will use my time to do that.
All right, you can still move if you choose to do so.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll clear my eyes and I'll back up because I think maybe I'm going to plan on using my crossbow. So.
All right, so you back away from the combat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm still a little broken after that last moment. All right, next up is Quill.
Amazing.
Woo! Cool. So after, I got you, big guy, and just attempting to cast on the fly, succeeding, going, oh, okay, that worked. You doing okay? Right. And Quill will then attempt again, just casting naturally, focusing on the previous day and experience of battles, and not depending on his arcane applicator. He'll just begin sort of rotating his hands in a circular motion and harnessing winds over and over again, and then flick his hand up into the air and then pull it down and attempt to cast control winds to try and create a direction of wind as a strong breeze to push Craw down at a faster motion.
Slick.
Okay. Give me your
I'm-
roll.
I'm a tinkerer. All I do
Yeah.
is think. I
Give me
don't
that-
fight.
You can have your
Uh,
+3, and this will probably be the last roll of half or better.
Word up, because that's
Aw.
great. Because I just rolled 2 3s. Correction, 3 3s
Oh my gosh.
and an 11 and an 8. Okay, there we go. We got something. Okay, so 8 plus my intelligence plus my air. And did I get anything for my little goblin
Yep,
field?
+3.
Ooh, okay. So that's 21.
All right, you successfully cast that and begin pushing him further down, quicker. With a... How strong is that wind?
It just says a strong breeze.
All right, you start pushing Kra down toward the ground. Kra, you were all set to land and do your superhero landing. Then all of a sudden, the world started slowing down around you, and now all of a sudden, there is a breeze. Walrus. Technically, it
boy.
will eventually reach its terminal velocity, but I don't think that's necessarily
With force
correct.
added behind it.
Because that's additional 4. Whatever.
And I am big, so I would catch more like a sail as opposed to.
Anyway, we're not about to actually anything here. So, you begin being pushed further down to the ground. All right. Next up is the Life Bison. I somehow think that we made it back to the Life Bison at long last. The Life Bison. The Life Bison then begins tromping forward. You see its mouth open as the gem begins to glow once more, and you hear strange sounds begin to utter from it.
Oh.
Once it finishes whatever that was, the beam shoots out again at the same risen skeleton it had before.
Yeah, you keep doing that, Life Bison. Come on, Croc. Come on,
The Life
Croc.
Bison, unfortunately, does not manage to strike the skeleton this time, as the skeleton, reforming now enough, dodges slightly out of the way, more by shambling to the side, as it turns, looking back toward the bison, its jaw opening before it emits another which, for the record, is not what the bison sounded like. Words.
That's
Whoa!
Just so we're clear. Great.
Quick, Croc. They're trying to speak.
Kra is, because he's like a feather just spinning in the air like.
All right, Walrus. So a feather starts to fall down. Somebody then grabs a feather and pulls it down. Is it going to continue moving down at its terminal velocity? Because that's basically what's happening here, as the now air is pushing it down. If you take that feather, put your hand on top of it, and begin pushing down, it's now going to be moving faster than terminal velocity. And yes, technically a bison would normally just moo or something similar.
Don't
So-
normally have gems on their heads, to my record.
Yes.
I don't think.
At that point, the skeletons then move. Both of the skeletons remaining in the camp charge toward the bison.
No!
No, 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 no.
Life Bison, use your martial
Uh-oh.
arts.
Oh no! All right, so the first skeleton rolls its first 12 of the game as it rushes forward and digs its claws toward the
no.
bison.
Somebody loaded dice.
Mm-mm.
There was loaded dice. Druid Locks has that loaded dice.
Save the bison.
Save him!
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll a 1. Okay, so he does not
Thank
successfully
you, Druid
manage
Locks.
to launch into the Life Bison. The claws, they dig into the flesh, or seem like they were about to, before a pulse of energy pushes the claws out. The second skeleton then comes in, attempting and failing again.
Yeah. Life
Also, he
Bison's
rolled a 1, so
unbeatable.
let's see. Okay, he manages to avoid any big critical failure moments, however. They don't moo or growl. Don't know what bisons sound like, and I don't think I want to know what bisons sound like at that point. Anyway,
Huh.
both of those skeletons are horrifically ineffectual at what they were trying to do. Returning toward the hole in the ground,
Oh,
the
gosh.
skeleton within the cage, then realizing that the sack is doing nothing, but still determined to utilize the sack, puts its hand inside of it and begins trying to bash the cage open once more. And actually, I think it only has like one more round of this left anyway.
Outlasted
Yeah.
by the round.
Yes, and because of these
Magic.
egregious rolls with your nature, it does not manage to break free, Meanwhile, the other two. One rolls a 1, and one ooh, one might be breaking free.
Wait, one rolled a 1 though.
One did roll a 1. The other, however, rolled a 12, followed by a 6. So, the one who rolled the 1. Oh, no.
Oh yes.
So, the one that rolled a 1, he breaks. He attempts to smash his hand down into the roots, entangling the foot, and does not manage to break the roots. However, it does manage to smash one of the bones in its foot, making it slightly impaired should it ever actually manage to escape from this trap.
Nice.
You stupid.
The other
skeleton,
one,
you got no
however-
brains.
The other one, however, manages to get a lucky shot on the roots which are entangling it and smash them with its fist, looking around for a target and finding Thistle in the air. It points at Thistle, and then that's the end of its turn. And Thistle is up.
Which one have I been blasting?
You have been blasting the one that did not successfully escape.
Okay.
That one has just had an awful day. As that is, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna glare at the one that. Don't you point at me! It's not polite. But I'll
Yeah,
deal with you
tell
in a
him.
minute. So I'm gonna cast ice shards again at the one that I've been pummeling. If at first you don't succeed, chill those bones since they won't bleed. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I hope the wiggle was a part of the incantation.
Yes.
Has to be.
And I
Okay.
even say wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Perfect.
And to be clear, you are targeting the one that was already damaged.
Yes, correct. Okay.
All right.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
gosh.
8. So 20 plus 10 is 30, 33.
Hell yeah.
My gosh.
Let's see that.
Yes.
Let's see that damn crit.
33, you said?
Yeah.
All right, it rolls a 13. So indeed, you do get your critical success
Ooh, crit damage.
as your ice shards rip into this creature once more and deal yeah, okay. We'll give you double damage for that.
Oh,
Seems reasonable.
Yes.
Wait, hold
Very
on.
good.
It's a 5. So 10?
10. Okay, 10 damage dealt.
Well, chunky hit.
Is it still standing?
Nice.
It is still standing.
Ah, lucky! These things are too strong. We have to kill them though. Again.
Kra, you are slowly drifting toward the ground. No, not really slowly anymore. You started by slowly drifting toward the ground, and then a fist of air grabbed you and started pushing you further down.
So I'm getting closer, but I'm not on the ground yet.
You were getting closer. You are not yet on the ground, however.
All right.
At the rate that you were moving, you think that it will take 2 more rounds before you hit the ground.
Mm.
My intention was not to rob Rich of his turn.
And yet here we are.
Hey,
No,
so
I-
come up with some stuff.
But you know what I didn't take? I didn't take a die 20 worth of damage. So
There is that.
I'm pretty
It's
happy with these results.
So?
Kra, not good at rhyming, but good with stone. Smash, 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 smash your bones.
I'm so happy. I'm
What?
so freaking
Why are you
happy.
running?
And what do you do with that effect?
I cast Troll Rock. For reference, I did think of much more eloquent ones, but I'm like, wait a minute, I can't talk good.
No.
Dude, you got the easy out, man.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right. So, go ahead and give me your.
I wish Thistle were there. Holy shit.
Is 11 still banned?
No, 11 is not banned, and the half or under are gone.
Okay, got it. I was about to re-roll that, so
And
that's
we
good.
were living such a fat life.
We were living a very
Were.
bad life.
Welcome to the rest
Yeah.
of the world.
Hey, if anybody's got any more
Wait
of
till
those good
somebody
gotcha
uses
tokens-
bad and gives that to the enemies.
7. I'm not going to
Oh.
think about what you're saying. It's negative. I don't want to hear it. I got it. Do I get a +3 on that?
Yes.
It was a great rhyme, honestly. It was really
Yeah.
So 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 11 is 22.
And what are you targeting with your hurl rock?
One of the ones on the ground. As I do it also, like a stone fist comes out of the ground, and I swing, but because I'm feather falling, like I just start twirling and just kind of like throw myself off a little. But the stone does go really well.
All right. And it rolls a 7. So you get your critical success as the rock hurtles toward the...
Do I roll 2 dice for that then?
Yes.
Nice. Ooh! All right, I got a 2 and a 6, so a total of 8.
All right. Did you target the one that had flesh partially regrown on it, or the one that is normal?
I'm gonna get the one that looked like it got that's the one that got closest to the life bison, isn't it?
They both reached the life bison.
But
and
which one
attacked.
got pulsed back?
Yes, that was the one that got pulsed back.
So yeah, I'm gonna assume the life bison is fighting these things and not trying to bring them back to life. But I could be wrong. I don't know this bison's desires, what it wants.
Oh, this bison knows its desires. It's like apples are good. Stop touching me.
All right.
So yeah.
So 8
so
damage,
the
you
same
said,
one.
yes?
Yep.
All right. The stone fist crashes into the skeleton that had been partially regrown, knocking off bits of flesh, as it then slightly starts to crack, turn its attention toward you, but then back to the bison.
Yeah, I'm in the air. I don't blame it.
And lay off of the bison.
Well, we need a bison plushie first in order to tell you do that, Druid Locks.
Right here, Drew. Right.
All right. Next up is Lucky. Lucky.
I see this skeleton pointing at my friend, and I don't like it. And of course, this will just said this. That's so rude. And so I say, "Yeah, don't be pointing at my friends like that." And I'm just gonna run at this skeleton and try to like tackle it to the ground and shank it.
The tackle shank. Okay.
Prison
Classic
rules.
move. Classic move.
Don't be pointing
That's
at my
that-
friends like that.
That made me laugh. Like, anything else? I'll give you the +5.
I'm not going to do a rhyme because it's just it's not appropriate right now, but I am going to do my best scary face at it before I run at it, to not to actually intimidate it, but I'm like, and then I run.
Okay.
That's it.
Give me your roll.
Okay.
I like that George already gave you the +5, but you added that.
Oh, okay. So that's 8 plus wait, what else am I adding?
Your stabby skill and your agility.
Oh, right. I'm thinking about this. Okay. So we want to add, so that is, hang on.
And he was supposed to be normalish bison colored evil weasel. There was no...
I
'Cause he
drew a
didn't-
picture.
Oh, did you? Yes, you did.
I did. So that's a 17 total.
A 17 total. With a +5?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I think.
So what's your light blade skill or short swords? Short blades?
I'm adding my agility, no?
And your short blade.
Plus your short
And-
blade.
Uh-oh.
I don't have those.
I don't
You must. You have you get it for free as a rogue. You get a weapon skill, an agility based weapon skill.
So you
I think maybe I forgot to put it down.
so then, but what that means is at a minimum you have 3 ranks in it if it's class
Right.
skill right off the
Sure.
bat.
Unless you put it into crossbow instead. Did you put it into crossbow instead?
Are you shooting things? Are you shooting things in your prison shank?
Maybe.
I love it. This feels top lucky.
Yeah, I think that's what happened actually.
Okay.
Got too into it. She was like, "Stop effing pointing!"
Right.
Even though she didn't know what I was
I'll put
stopping.
you into your grave.
So your total was a 17?
Yeah.
All right. And it rolled a 17.
Oh my god.
And ties go to the player.
Hey!
Roll the first good roll of the night for them.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So
now my
yeah,
damage is.
roll
here
your
we go.
damage.
Where's my D8? There it is. I rolled a 3.
Mm.
You rolled a 3. All right. As you say, what was it? Don't point at my friend. Leap forward
Yeah.
and stab your blades into the bones of this skeleton. Yeah, I guess. Okay, roll your location. Right. This is the first time we've really been doing this kind of attack.
Right. What am I rolling for that?
D12.
Is it also a D12? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We are doomed.
So I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11, which means that you stab it into the core of the creature, which means you deal 1.5 times damage.
Oh.
Ooh,
And you
round
rolled
it up, round
a-
it down.
So I rolled a 3.
4.5. Round it up.
I believe
So-
everything gets rounded down except for cards from the initial character creation. So that gives you a 4.
So yeah.
4 damage to this creature.
So I just
That'll show it.
yeah. I also want to say, stabbing bones is actually a pretty impressive feat to stab a bone. You
That
know
it
what I mean?
is.
Like,
Some of the, especially bones, which have been growing stony armor, if you recall.
Yeah.
Oh, I had
Yes.
forgotten.
Yeah.
I did not
Yes.
recall.
Ah, yes. Anyway, anything else?
No.
All
I
right.
mean, otherwise I'm just yelling at it.
All right. Then, Quill.
Okay. So, maintaining his concentration on the magic he has, focusing around Craw to get him down, turns to see the skeletons attacking the life bison. And of course he goes, "Oh, no, the life bison!" And he'll start running over with lantern in hand. And I don't know if it's possible. Can I cast a spell and attack at the same time?
As long
Or-
as it can reasonably be done within 10 seconds.
So then, I think doing it more subconsciously than anything else, but wielding his minute ability behind his fire magic, the fire in his lit lantern begins to sort of volatilely sputter and burst as he begins to amplify the fire as he's running forward with the lantern, pretty much like held aloft, ready to strike down on one of the skeletons with said lantern, as he attempts to cast Weapon Surge before pretty much clubbing them with the lantern.
All right. So, what does Weapon Surge do exactly?
For 1d12 rounds, add 1d6 to target weapon. And Quill is only trained in shield and improvised weapons.
All right. And apparently you are a little quiet there, Craig. If you could just pump slightly.
How about now? How are we looking now?
I don't know. The chat will have to let me know. All right. So,
we looking
go ahead
now?
and give me your casting roll, please.
Okay, here we go. Yep. That is an 8.
8
That
total.
is an 8 plus my 1 rank in fire to a 9, plus my 5 intelligence to a 14.
Okay. And what order spell is this?
First order.
First order spell. I need to actually find that chart.
I'll
This-
double check that to make sure I'm right. I believe it's first order spell. I only have one of the advanced ones.
Okay. Because if it is a first order spell, you succeed. If it is a second order spell, you do not.
Weapon surge. Yes, it is a first order.
All right.
Confirmed.
So you succeed, but barely with your spellcasting roll.
I didn't say I'm good at this.
All right.
Cool. So, for 9 rounds, the fire in the lantern is just like heating up the metal around it and whatnot, and the fire starts spurting out of like the open lantern door. And he just brings it down with the ring on top of one of the skeletons. No one hurts the life bison. And he brings them
Which one are you bringing it down upon?
the damaged one.
Okay. The one that got pummeled by a massive stone from your floating friend.
Yeah, that feels like the right move. I saw a meteor like crack into this thing, and then I was like, and I'm here too. And then I throw the lantern at him for my improvised.
You throw the lantern, or you run up and
No,
smash
no,
him?
no,
with
I'm
it?
smashing. I'm smashing.
Okay.
I'll be smashing. I'll be smashing.
All right.
And that is a 3 that I rolled, plus a 3 for my improvised weapons to bring it to a 6, plus a 5 with my strength to bring it to an 11. And then the 1d6 is for damage, not for the attack, though.
That is correct.
So that's an 11, but that was a pretty cool descriptor, right? I mean, it felt pretty.
Oh, cool.
It was
pretty
real good.
Sure, I'll
Oh,
give you
yeah.
the +3.
Remember when I said nobody hurts the life bison? That was great. That was good. So that brings it up to. Is it hot in here? That brings it up to a 14.
Okay, 14. And they rolled a 10.
Ah!
Nice.
All right, roll me your damage.
Okay.
This die hates these skeletons with a
Odd
passion,
question.
apparently.
Yeah.
Odd
Me too.
question. What kind of dice do I throw for a lantern?
What's an improvised weapon do?
Good question.
We're gonna
And you're
crack
proficient
this
in
one.
it.
I sure am. Where
Improvised weapon. I'm gonna assume. Damage
Up
done
to you.
depends on the object used. It is up to the narrator to decide how much damaging object is used by choosing one of the standard polyhedral dice.
And
It's a lantern.
It's a pretty dope ass lantern. I mean, it's like got spikes coming out of the sides and blades out of the bottom and both the top. And the ring is mithril.
Ah.
So we got this from the King of Lanterns.
I
Yes,
understand.
the
Capturing
Lantern
ghosts.
King.
The
On one
Lantern
of
It was
our previous
capturing
adventures.
ghosts
Yeah.
Right.
in this lantern, but we got rid of the bad flame, which was empowering it.
So
I
he
remember
gave us
that.
the artifact lantern, the Lantern of the Lantern Kings.
Yeah. Which is just
Mythical
an
bladed
indestructible
lantern.
lantern at this point. Yeah.
I understand. It is the one that deals deals a d6 worth of damage to your opponent. However, it also deals a d4 of damage to its wielder because of all the blades on it.
No, because we wear gloves now.
Yeah.
Because of that, but unfortunately, if that part of the magic doesn't work, then it is only a d4 of damage.
This is up to you. This is up to you. There, you're the one wielding the Lantern King's lantern right now.
How does healing
Boy.
work again in this game? You know what? It's for the life bison. Screw it.
That's
I unleash the power of the Lantern of the
Spirit.
Lantern King. I unleash
That-
it. My hand starts to bleed, and I go, "I do it for you, buddy, any day." So that's so that's. Wait, hold on. Just to make sure I'm doing this. So it's 1d6 for that plus the 1d6 for my weapon switch,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, fine. And I also will roll that 1d4 and hurt myself for 4 damage. But I do 10 damage.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's nice.
That's
All
some
right.
life space and saving damage.
My
As you-
hand!
That's right.
As your hand begins to bleed, the magic of the King of Lanterns does work upon this lantern as you feel it growing heavier, more effective in your hand, smashing into this skeleton. You see the flames lick out, burning its bones slightly, as well as charring some of the partially rejuvenated flesh. It does not fall, however.
Oh, damn you, wicked Lantern King! I'll kill you, skeletons!
What is your wound threshold?
My wound threshold is 4.
Ooh, that means you take a level 1 wound.
What does that mean?
Level 1 wound, that means that you will be at a -1 for your actions.
Oh no!
It is your hand too. I mean, yeah.
That's my casting hand.
Mhm.
They're both casting hands, but that is a casting hand.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So, next up is the Life Bison. All right. Yeah, and that is until you heal it, which does not happen naturally.
Very well.
Wounds are brutal.
I'm into it. I'm digging it. I'm liking it.
Although, wait a
I'm
minute.
loving it.
Hang on now.
I'm living it.
With the wound threshold, it needs to exceed it, correct? It doesn't need to just meet it? Because ties go to the player. If I remember correctly. And he can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. but I believe I'm remembering that correctly. So, with 4 and 4, tie goes to the player, so you do not take that wound. You would need to take
And I
5.
do it again. I do it again in a heartbeat, and if the turn comes back, I'll do it again.
However, as Druidlocks does point out, your story VS should hurt you, but no, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, it did. It hurt me for 4.
Yeah.
Hurt
All
my
right.
little fingies.
All right. Next up is the Bison. The Bison turns toward that skeleton, which is partially reanimated now, partially battered by a falling stone, and partially burned by the King of Lanterns. It turns, its mouth opens, and you hear the as it then attempts to clamp its jaws around the head of this creature and crush.
Dang.
That's not a normal bison behavior, but I'm not a biologist, so what do I know?
Well,
That's why we need to be its friend.
All right. It rolls a 19 versus the skeleton's defense of 13. Not enough to get the crit. However, it does manage to deal. Oof. It does manage to deal 5 points of damage through crushing this creature's skull between its wide, flat teeth. As it does that, you can swear that you can almost see similar bursts of that life energy from down its throat.
Cool. Gross, but cool.
All right. The skeletons then go. The one that is within the mouth of the life bison will attempt to use this as a moment of opportunity to reach within and slash at the inners of this creature. Naturally, he will fail because I cannot roll for these skeletons. The one that is on the outside will attempt to dig its claws into the side of this creature and rip a hole, possibly use it to then put itself inside of this creature, replacing its skeletal system, which is a new horrifying way to use skeletons. You're welcome, people.
Bakura just finally entered chat, so you might want to give him his token.
Ah, yes. EOJ Bakura, great. Thank you. Let me give you your tokens, EOJ Bakura. Because you were not in my database, so it was not able to automatically give them to you. But now, you'll have them.
Oh my gosh.
All right, EOJ, you can go ahead and check your tokens with the blah 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 tokens, and you should be able to do it.
Or you could just do chaos like you intended.
All right. Or you could just do your RP Gacha Chaos 1 or 2 and be able to grab your chaos effect. Anyway, the skeleton's back at the hole in the ground. The one that is attempting to punch its way out of the cage then finds it falling apart. He then looks up, sees Thistle, and will attempt to cast Leap.
Wait, what?
Will attempt
What?
to cast
Magic.
Leap.
Oh, they're magical. That's right.
Oh,
Magic bones.
Mhm.
magic bones, magic bones.
That was my college nickname.
Hell yeah.
You lasted so long. I'm really proud
I'm
of you.
sorry.
I put a lot of low-hanging fruits there for you.
And with a
You did. That's the
Final
first
nickels
time
were below hanging fruit.
And he's back! He's back! It's good to have you.
Yeah.
All right. So, with it rolling a 10 base plus the
Oh dear lord.
All right. So it manages to cast the leap and jump up towards you.
No.
It grabs the sack that it was holding, opens it up, and attempts to return the sack to you by putting it on top of you.
It's gonna sack you.
Oh
It's
my
gonna sack you.
What do you do?
I love a good sack, but in this case, I'm gonna
Who doesn't
dodge.
love a good sacking?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll my dodge.
Okay.
I want you to succeed, but poetically, I feel like you deserve this.
I
So
so
it's hard.
deserve it. It's poetic justice, isn't it?
All right. Give me your dodge.
Dodge plus agility.
Uh-oh. Is that a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh
no!
my god! Wow!
Go ahead and give me that 1. That D12 again.
Say where
Oh.
your fate goes.
It's a 9.
All right, 9. You just get a normal failure as the sack comes. I mean, you're not large enough to fully fit into this sack. It's not like
Yes,
you
he
have.
definitely is. He's like a foot tall.
How
Like,
big
I'm
is
not
your
trying to be.
I'm
That's true.
1
How
foot
big
8
is your?
inches.
How
How
big
dare
is your
you?
sack? This
Is it a
old?
normal size sack or is it a U size sack? This is
Well-
important information.
Well, actually, he was using it to hold normal sized bones, so it must be
Uh-oh.
normal
Uh-oh.
size.
Uh-oh.
Am I incorrect there, Thistle?
Hmm.
if you can fit a whole tibia inside of that sack, then you
Yeah,
can fit
probably.
in there.
Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it.
All right. So then you
Oh,
see the sack
boy.
go over you. You are now within the sack. Good news, you now have your sack back, kind of.
Yay! We did it!
All right. But you are also within the sack. Then, the skeleton's on the ground. The one that just got shanked by Lucky will then attempt to drive its claws into the belly of this goblin.
Hey.
What will you do? You can block or dodge.
Be creative.
Yeah, I was trying to dodge.
Okay.
Task
I was
failed.
Give me
thinking
your
of cool
dodge
stuff,
roll.
but I'm just gonna dodge.
Achieve the personal goal. Get your sack back.
And then I add agility on top of that, right?
That is correct.
Skill roll agility.
That is correct.
Okay. So that's 19.
19 with a 19, the claws drive towards you, attempting to disembowel you. However, you manage, through sheer instinct, to dodge out of the way. Bringing us.
Cool.
The last skeleton. This one still has to try to break free.
Yeah.
Will not succeed, however, he will be free
Nice.
next time. So, top of the order,
Yeah.
Thistle. You are now within your sack. And
Well, this is
now
disturbingly
plummeting toward the ground as it is pulling you because it can't fly.
I can't cast a spell on something I can't see. Is that accurate?
That seems reasonable. Yes.
At
At least
I'm gonna
not
try.
that kind. Like you could cast something like ice shards where you're creating it and then shooting it out, but you would have a difficulty hitting it because you can't see it.
So he's put the sack over me. Presumably he's like holding onto it from the bottom.
Yep.
He's like pulling it down with damn. Let's see here. I'm gonna cast teleport on myself.
Hey!
Right, illegal magics, you have them. Okay. What level is what order is teleport?
I lied. I don't have enough magic points.
Oh, right, you've actually been draining yourself. Have you been regaining your 7 per round?
I have
whatever you have.
7.
I don't know, whatever your mana base is.
I was like 7. What?
Okay. So
Damn it! My brilliant plan. Oh, no.
the good news is next turn you could probably maybe do it.
Yes. Yes. And in that case, I'm This isn't the one that I was ice sharding though, right? So at least
This is not the one that you were ice sharding.
Okay,
This is the one that was
okay.
trapped in your larger bubble of entangle.
God, okay. I'm just gonna try to wriggle free. I don't know.
Okay. You're going to try to escape. So give me your
Yes.
escape roll.
Oh, was that like a skill? Is escape
That
a
is a
skill?
skill. Yes, it is.
What is its attribute?
Agility.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm good. I'm good with that. An 11 plus 18. 18.
And it rolled an 18.
Oh,
Ties go to the players.
yes.
As you manage to crawl your way out from the bottom of the sack as it is hurtling toward the ground. You are no longer grappled by this creature.
Oh, then I will flutter my wings and like halt my descent.
Okay. You flutter your wings and halt your descent. You see the skeleton
You go
fall past you.
the skeleton as it falls.
Yes, the skeleton as it falls with your sack.
Damn it! No.
Anything else?
I'm gonna say no. I think that pretty much would take up my turn. Wriggling out's a lot.
And then you say what? You were gonna say something?
I'm too flustered. I just like give him the raspberry.
Okay. All right. Then next up
Nice.
is Kra. Kra, you now somewhat gracefully hit the
Good.
ground.
Oh, nice. Ugh.
What do you do?
Yeah, I dizzily look at the few skeletons by the life bison and just gonna run toward them. Seeing that Quill has broken out the King of Lanterns lantern, this is obviously a serious situation.
Okay.
So yeah, Craw will kind of like just run and do a dive tackle on the one being chomped on inside of the bison's mouth.
Okay. So you're just trying to grapple the thing.
No, I'm just attacking it.
Ah, okay. You're just doing a thematic attack. Go for it.
You got it. Leave goat alone.
It rolled a 19. Now the good rolls are coming out, finally.
Uh-oh.
Not good enough to explode.
Craw goes to slide tackle it.
Mhm.
But as he runs, he like starts to move into the slide position, but he crunches himself, and from just swirling in the air so much, he just stops and just throws up.
Did you roll
Just-
a 1?
Yeah.
And then what do you get on your critical failure
Oh.
check?
I got a 5, which I think is bad.
A 5 means you get some kind of minor detrimental effect, of which your nausea seems to be a reasonable one.
Yeah, so I just start hurling because I don't like being spun. It's actually something. It's a bit of a weakness of mine. Never liked merry-go-rounds. Never liked the spin whirls. Never liked it when the Paw Patrol would spin me about. I just don't take to it. I have very good balance. Not a fan of spinning. So yeah, I just spin there hurling, and then I use my extra action to like wipe my mouth and give Quill a thumbs up, but I don't make eye contact because that's the appropriate thing to do after you've thrown it.
All right, so
Yeah.
you will get the disoriented effect until you can, take an action to.
That's what I use my second action for.
Great.
So I do nothing but throw up and then
And then attempt.
reorient.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
Next
no.
up is Lucky.
All right. Lucky's getting frustrated with this situation, so Lucky like looks at this skeleton and is just like, "Argh!" And now Lucky is gonna
One of
just
these skeletons is much more damaged.
yeah, right. Lucky's just gonna keep shanking because like it's personal now, No, now we're here. Now we're like, but before Lucky shanks, they're gonna try, if possible, to like, I guess grapple, like kind of get on top of the skeleton, like in an advantageous position where Lucky can like shank from up top and make it harder for the skeleton to like retaliate.
Okay.
Or something.
All right. So you will attempt to entangle them. You can go ahead and give me
Yeah.
your unarmed or martial arts. Unarmed is strength.
neither.
Martial arts is agility.
Okay, that's great. That's good. Okay, I rolled a 2.
Oh, it rolled a 12. Rolled a 6.
So
It is at 12 plus 6 plus 8 is 26.
yeah, I got a 10.
All right.
So
So your attempts to entangle it, unfortunately, are unsuccessful.
How's that dog coming along?
I don't know. How's that dog coming
A
along?
war dog's speed is maximum speed is 30 miles per hour, which means that it would take 2 minutes for it to return at that maximum speed to the camp.
Oh man, George.
How long is it around?
10 seconds.
But it's like a beefy good boy war
We've
dog.
almost gotten through a minute.
That is correct.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Pineapple dragon.
Anything else?
Well, can I try to hit it with something?
Sure. As you were basically just trying to get on top of it in order to do that other thing, so sure, I'll let you have your normal attack.
I'm gonna hit it in its dumb skeleton face with my ladle.
Are you actually doing a called shot to the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting spicy now.
Now I have to figure out how that works.
Each round is Each round is 20 seconds.
Oh, that is correct. Each round is 20 seconds. Ooh, so you've actually almost gone through it. Each.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you're correct.
The dogs
So
are fast
at the
to make it.
end of this round, the dog will arrive.
Oh, good.
All right.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right. So
The hell's this dog doing here?
We've got a life
I
lesson
know
to
what my
save.
dog looks like.
all right. You can go ahead and give me your attack roll, but I'll say it's at a -3 for calling to the head.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh no. You're
I
looking for
rolled
a
a-
16.
Well, I rolled a 4, and then I only get my +8 for agility, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't add anything to hit with a ladle.
But man, how cool was that ladle shot? though?
-4 is called shot, so I was close.
Yeah, so that's 12, but then minus it's
Then
okay,
+3 for the description, right?
Right, because ladle play. You gotta give some bennies for the ladle play. Gotta give the bennies.
Okay, so it's an 11.
All right, well, it got a
Uh-oh.
16, so unfortunately, with that, it is unable to strike. It is unable to strike. However, are you utilizing the ladles? What is the ladle's effect? The ladle's effect is the random buff, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, are you utilizing one of your random buffs in this
Yeah,
moment?
I totally am. That was part of the plan the whole time.
Right.
You're going to utilize it, potentially give a random buff to this creature that you're smacking in the face with your...
No, but I'm
Invoking the random buff on themselves, right?
Mhm.
yeah, because I'm holding it.
Maybe just hit yourself in
And
the
So-
nose and get a
maybe
little- get a little benny.
Wouldn't they need
Let's
to
say-
drink from it in order to get that random buff? Because it's a potion, potion
Oh, why'd you even bring it up, George?
Yeah.
He did
I'm
it
just-
just to make me feel
Well, the
bad.
question, no, because there are reasons for me to ask this question.
Oh.
Because remember, it's a random effect. Some of those effects could do something to a skeleton.
Well, yeah, so the way it works is that it's like it's not drinking from it. It's like the ladle enhances
Oh, Druidlocks is doing the item enhance. So he's giving everybody an item. Everybody in the scene is getting an item. Is that the one? Am I misinterpreting that, Druidlocks? Are we
Or is it the
finishing?
one-
old before.
Or is it
Come
the one that makes
on,
the item?
friendlier lantern from the
Or is
lantern
it the one that
King.
makes...
It's the one that makes items better, I think.
I believe that one belonged to Evil Wheel.
Oh, I think he's referencing saying that there's.
Oh, we had a buff
item
where our
enhancement.
enchanted items were stronger.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does.
Okay.
Enhances
All
our
right.
legacy.
So then
item.
here's the question. Are you going to use it?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
You're going to use it. All right. So, with your... Goodness me. Making this even crazier. All right, so I need you to drop me a D100, please.
Hopefully you heal it. and
Get
that'll
this.
kill it.
Are you ready for this? Look at this. Look at this. What I have. A D100.
Wow.
It takes forever to land.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it does.
Well, let's find out. Oh no. It's rolling all over the place. Oh, okay, stop. Oh, okay. That's a 62.
All right, now roll it 2 more times because of your enhanced
Oh,
effect.
boy.
You'll be able to choose which of the 3 values you will get.
Ooh.
Okay,
Hmm.
98.
62, 98,
And a 45.
and 45.
Okay.
Those numbers mean something.
Well, we'll start at the low number. So 45. 45 is an effect of water breathing.
Perfect. Take it.
I need that.
62, we
Number
have the
2.
effect of making the user tell only the truth.
Oh!
Perfect. Take it.
And 98, give the creature night vision.
No, leave that. one.
Unfortunately,
do the truth telling.
did not manage to hit any of the healing things, which would have potentially killed this thing.
Do number 2.
Make
Which are you
yourself
giving
tell
it?
the truth.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah.
All right, skeleton can only tell the truth.
Perfect. All
Got
now,
'em.
Now we just need to make it grow lips and a tongue, and then we can
Brilliant.
find out all of its dirty little secrets.
All right, next up is Quill.
Oh, it's me. I'm too busy being in the peanut gallery. Okay. Oh! Stay away from the life bison, you stupid skelly! Ooh, crack.
Are you utilizing the effect of the bladed lantern?
You know it. You know I'm using
Lantern
it. The
King's
Lantern
lantern.
King bestowed this upon us for a reason, and my hand is gonna get bloody and scarred.
And of course, you take this D4 damage whether you hit or not because you're still utilizing it and grabbing
Of course.
it in your hand.
Also, natural one.
Oh. Give
I
me
see
that
we're having a
D12.
lot of fun with this life bison.
Oh no.
Give me that D12.
I hurt my fingies. I rolled an 11.
Okay, then you are fine. It is just a normal automatic failure.
I have now critically failed my
Oh my
martial
gosh.
arts more than I've succeeded.
Oh man, what is up with this?
And I take one damage.
Enjoy your 1 damage. Anything else?
Damn you, Lantern King! You'll be the death of me yet. Let's see. I swung, and I see. I take a moment after like holding my head and going, "Oh, this is the worst. Oh, this is terrible. How are you doing, Craw?" And I see him finish tossing his cookies, and I turn back and I go, "We're gonna die.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna die." And I guess I'll just turn to Life Bison and go, "Life Bison, please save us!" And that's my turn.
Give me your train animal check.
Cool. Here we go.
Oh wait, that was a class skill. So you would is that a
No.
class skill of yours?
I don't have it
For
if that
druids.
is for
He's not a
druids.
druid, however.
And I'm
Oh,
a paladin and
just
a
kidding.
mage. So that's a
Mhm.
fat 5 plus charisma.
5 plus charisma.
So 9.
9. Okay.
Please, Life Bison, please.
Oh! Life Bison may have inherited the skeleton's poor rolling. Let's
This is
find
the
out.
exact right time.
Yes, you don't have improvised weapon as a class skill, I assume.
Who, me?
Do you?
No, I do.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Okay. So then it is just a straight up norm. It's add 1 and whatever your normal values are for the thing. Interesting that improvised weapon is a class skill for somebody.
Wait. So wait, what do I? Wait, wait, what? Hold
Just
on a
treat it
second.
as a normal roll of 1, since it is a
normal-
class skill.
Okay. So for improvised weapon, then I rolled.
So you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1 plus
Add your-
my strength plus the rank.
That's correct.
A 9.
A 9. It rolled a 12 plus 1, so that's 13 plus 8 is 21, which means that it critically succeeds on its attempt to do that. I think that made it worse.
But how cool is it that I keep using this item, right? It's probably, I don't know, I at least a +3, if not a 5, right? I mean, it feels like hurting myself is getting us into the 3.
All right. So, anyway, you entreat the life bison to save you. It turns its eyes toward you, and you can see within the eyes a gleam of benevolence as it looks down upon you, and you can tell that it will do what it needs to save you all.
Thank you,
Life
Life
Bison.
Bison. Thank you.
All right.
Ah, my hand!
The life bison will then attempt to crunch down upon the skeleton's head. And the train of bad rolls for the life bison continues. As it crunches down, however, the skeleton manages to get its hands up, gripping either side of the jaw of this creature and starting to pry them apart. The skeleton then continues that motion, attempting to crack the jaw of this bison.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
This turns real bad real fast. All right, I'm dropping the lantern.
However, the life bison does manage to clench its jaws enough so that it does not get them wrenched too far open.
Yes.
This is a nail biter.
Life Bison.
The other skeleton attempts to dig into the side, and that one, however, does get through as the life bison is attempting to resist having its jaws pried apart. The skeleton on the side does manage to drive its hands within the side of the life bison and tear away a section of flesh,
Oh.
Oh,
No.
dealing
gross.
1 damage.
No, less.
That's one too many.
That is true.
That's true.
All right. Meanwhile, the skeletons by The skeleton number 1 hits the ground for... hits the ground for 4 damage.
Is it still holding the bag?
Good.
It is still holding the bag.
Uh-oh.
Didn't drop it.
It did not drop it.
Okay, all right.
It will attempt then to... Lucky's also small, right? How small is Lucky?
How tall are
I'll
you?
tell you in
Lucky?
a second. Lucky's 3 feet high. Not that small.
Not as small as
Twice
that. That
as
is
big
correct.
as Thistle.
Yeah, you're not a foot. You're definitely not a foot tall.
All right. However,
3 whole feet.
the skeleton will attempt to bring the sack over to you and put it over your head. What will you do?
First, I say, I tell it, this isn't what sacks are for, you idiot. And then I'm gonna just like dodge.
It's true.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you can have a +1. And roll your dodge. You're looking for a 19.
Okay.
Because the skeleton
Do it.
saves all of their good rolls for the end of the evening.
Wow.
You can do it. You're the quick goblin. You got this. 19 is chump
Wait, did you
change.
say I got a +1?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
got
did.
a +1.
I got a 19.
Look at that.
Thank goodness.
Just
Poggers.
barely managing to avoid getting your head entrapped within the sack. The one underneath you then attempts to drive its claws up towards you, as you are the only target within reach. What will you do?
I will also dodge that. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with
Nice try.
dodge. I'm gonna go with dodge, George. Dodge for 500.
All right. Oh no, that was a 12.
I don't
Okay.
like that face.
We're
What's
looking
up
for
with
a
that?
28 on your dodge
So-
roll.
I rolled a 1. So
Oh, no. Is dodge a
Oh.
class skill for you?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes, it's got to
Okay.
be rogue, right?
Yeah, it is.
It has to be. So drop a d12, please.
Yeah, it is. Okay. That's an 8.
Okay. With an 8, it is not a critical fail. It is not an automatic failure. You just calculate it as normal. So 8 plus whatever your normal dodge is.
Okay. Plus the agility as well, or just plus like the dodge?
it's agility and dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
So 16. So that's 21.
Okay. 21. It does manage to beat you, however, and strike 4. Oh goodness! Galaxies and necromancies, welcome.
Ah!
Yeesh. Manages to strike for 6 damage.
Galaxies.
Oh my god, no!
All right. Yeah, welcome, Galaxies and Necromancies, to the stream of the Rupture playtest. Joining us with the creator in the stream. So any questions you might have about what's going on, like we have had many, many times throughout this, he'll be able to answer. And thank you for the raid.
We're dying here. Get some gotcha tokens and help us. We're dying.
Seriously.
We are managed to die pretty well. We're pretty good at it.
Thank you for the follow. Oh, I'm gonna try Sinead Rian. I know
Yeah,
I
that's
pronounced that wrong, but I tried. Thank you for the
Best
follow.
part of streaming. Incorrectly pronouncing names.
All right. What is your
Yeah.
wound threshold? Lucky.
Where's the
2?
second?
That sounds
Oh,
about right.
Uh-oh.
you guys should have ran like you planned.
Uh-oh.
Well,
No. Follow your truth.
So, that means that you have taken damage equal to triple your wound threshold, if I'm not mistaken. Because you don't have
Are
any
you wearing
armor.
armor? Wait,
Are
what?
you wearing any armor?
oh no, I have
and they would have armor because they left at the beginning of the night.
Yeah,
Mhm.
theirs was premeditated. We rolled out of bed.
Yep.
Hang on, let me look at which armor I have. I think I have I have hide armor.
Hide armor.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your armor rating for that? And by the way, Evil Weasel, when you use your incoming heals, it will heal all of the good guys for 1d6 points of
Wow.
life points. Every good
Uh,
guy will receive that.
My goodness.
So
Life Bison seems like
The rating is 2.
the rating is 2.
with a durability of 5.
Perfect.
Yes.
So reduce the durability by 1. It is now durability 4. And reduce the
Aw.
damage by 2, bringing it down to 4, which means you only take a level 2 wound. Very important.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
With a level 2 wound, that means you are at -3 to your actions until that wound is healed.
Whoa.
How almost dead is everyone? Not very, because I've been rolling butts for this entire evening. So this is the first damage that any of them have taken, except the Life Bison. The Life Bison
It's
did
not
take
true.
a little
It's
damage.
not true.
Oh, did you take damage?
Quill has been taking damage from the
Oh,
King of
that's
Lancers
true.
lanterns.
Oh
he
yeah, that
has.
damn cursed Lantern King.
All right. So, what else is there? Oh, right. There's a second skeleton on the ground. And it's now free. Oh, goodness me. Skeleton is free. It will again lunge for the helpless Lucky, as it is the only one within reach since its friend abandoned it.
I shouldn't have sent my dog away.
All right. Give me your
There are a lot
dog.
of things. There are a lot of questionable things.
Gonna
here.
regret the dog.
All right. So,
So, what is
will
it
you
doing?
do? It is attempting
It's
to
just-
stumble towards you as it has finally gotten free. It does so in a very jerky fashion and kind of falling at you and attempting to use
Okay.
its weight to drive its claws within you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Go,
Well,
go, go.
dodgety dodge dodge.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Give me your roll. You are looking for a
Except-
14.
Minus a 3.
That is correct.
4.
Oh, no.
17.
Stunt it, Kate. Stunt it. Describe something cool that you do. How are you dodging?
Can you relax?
We're trying to
Because
save you.
at this- At this point, you are harried. Because during the course of one round, a character dodges or blocks 3 or more attacks. All dodges or blocks after the second are taken at -4. This represents you slowing down from having to react so fast, which I believe would put you down to a... you had a 16, was it?
17.
17. So that would put you to a
17.
13, which is 1 below.
Okay, but
Indeed.
I didn't tell you how cool this dodge is.
Okay,
yet.
tell me how
It's
cool this
cool.
dodge
It's
is.
cool.
So here's what's happening. Okay, like I'm not doing so great, but I see this skeleton stumbling towards me, and Lucky's thinking, "I gotta live. I gotta protect my friend." And in a very not badass way, but effective way, Lucky sees this. So Lucky will use the momentum of the skeleton stumbling forward to. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lucky is going to fall backwards, like roll onto their back, stick their feet up, and like try to push the skeleton to the side.
Ooh.
Mm.
Little Jackie Chan
Gymnastics with the
shenanigans.
skeleton.
Okay. I'm going to give you a choice here.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to let you either take a guaranteed +1 to your defense, which will mean that you do not get hit,
Okay.
or you can make an athletics check to try to actually push it into the wall and not only not take the damage, but do maybe a little bit of damage to it yourself.
Uh-oh.
And this is the one that has been damaged repeatedly, but that one's
Risk reward.
Uh-oh.
Well, sounds pretty cool.
Oh, it does sound
Mhm.
cool. It sounds pretty dope.
How athletics are you?
I'm going to assume not very, since that's a strength skill.
Yeah, not very.
But
Lucky, are you sure?
However, I would like to argue the use of acrobatics, of using my agility for this. Okay, look, I know that there's strength involved in pushing the skeleton at a wall. However, to really pull off this maneuver, like you got to have good sense of your own body, right? And so it takes some like really seasoned acrobatic sweet flips kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
it's less strength and more, let me move my body in a very specific way to like catapult this skeleton.
okay.
Yes, I'm using the momentum
So
instead of.
here's what's going to happen. This choice is going to be left to the chat. I'm throwing a poll in there. 1 minute duration. Chat, you will get to choose athletics or acrobatics. Has she sold you on this decision? Hey, the choice is yours.
The power is yours.
All right, audience, everybody, put your hands in the air. Send Noob Mama all of your life energy.
Mhm.
Please.
This is the time.
We've got 2 for acrobatics, 3 for acrobatics. I have a
love
feeling
I love all you
Oh.
so much.
the chat
4,
wants to save.
5.
Yes.
lucky.
You gotta
yes.
help the
You all.
underdog. You gotta
Redirect that
help the
momentum.
underdog.
What is your total life points there, Lucky?
18.
Ah.
Oh my god.
And what is your unconscious rating?
No. Oh, 3.
Okay. So once you
Hey,
fall.
you got time. You got
Yep.
time.
Yep, you do. All right. Looks like the
Yeah.
chat is going to be giving you your acrobatics unless somebody drops seriously into athletics. And the winner is acrobatics.
Beautiful.
So you may make your
I love y'all.
acrobatics roll if you choose to go this route.
Okie
Go,
dokie.
go, go, go.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Risk reward.
Okay.
And I will not tell you what they
So-
rolled to preserve the suspense.
Okay. Plus agility. 19. I guess that's it. Right?
It's not bad. 19. is
Yeah,
not a bad
19.
number.
All right. You rolled your 19. And the skeleton rolled a 10.
Hey!
As
Oh.
you use the weight of this creature to arc it toward the wall. You can go ahead and deal me your 1d4 damage.
Outstanding. That's a 3.
That's a 3. As it hits the wall, this creature impacts and shatters. And as it does, there is an almost pulse of energy that emits from it. And as it does, you can see the other skeletons begin to shake and shatter themselves as all of these skeletons fall to the ground.
We
in
did it!
pieces.
Lucky.
We did it!
What kind of magic was that? You're amazing.
You're amazing! That was great teamwork!
Oh my god.
And then we go to Quill. And thank you for the follow, Over Avernus. Oh, nice name.
Stop hurting the live bison! You're killing him! Like just flailing, like starting to tear up. The scary skeletons and stuff.
All right.
And
Wait,
he
Wait, if that was the skeleton's turn.
That was the skeleton's turn. Right, I was so wrapped up in all of Lucky's actions that I forgot that. So, Thistle!
That's true.
Thistle, the threat has passed. Seemingly. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I snatch my bag up.
You
I
go
know,
and
like
get your
I
sack.
I'm like dancing around. I like do a little jig with Lucky.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe you're.
You did some amazing magic! You did all this!
So did you like cast a
It's
super
so
spell
good!
to like blender at it? That was so rad.
You were so amazing!
No, you're so
No,
amazing. I can't. We are the best team. We're gonna go back and we're gonna show off to them. We have to get these
I
trophies.
can't
I'm gonna
wait.
start like shoveling some bones together.
Yeah!
Okay.
into my bag.
All right.
These new magical bones. Are there any other things that they like dropped amongst the
Unless I am mistaken, I do not. Yeah. Since these skeletons did not have any equipment themselves.
Great.
Yep. Well, you see little hunks of what looked like stone armor on it, but they're like in patchwork pieces across its body.
Cool.
Could take a bone that has a stony out.
Definitely. That's a cool trophy. Yeah. Have to show that off. 100%.
Yes. Okay. Pick a bone. You can have a bone that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. Insert joke here. Well, I guess we should like head back.
Yeah, I bet you. I hope they're still sleeping.
Yeah, they're gonna be so jealous they missed out on all the cool fun.
I know. I can't wait. All right, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Let's
And then we
start my
go
face.
to Kra. Kra, give me a discern check.
You got it. 9 plus that's 14 plus 2 is 16.
16. All right. You hear footsteps approaching from behind you. And you turn
Right.
to see
Yeah.
the approach of Mud,
Yeah.
as well as
I-
Una, trailing just barely behind.
"Ugh," but I don't see anyone on them, so I'm just like, "Ugh," and just get back to what I
And what do you do?
was. Kra is going to reach inside of the life bison's mouth and grab the skeleton and start pulling his head apart and go, "How you like?" and just try and like.
All right.
Oh my god.
Give me
I love it.
your martial arts check.
Ooh, okay, so that's
Although that's probably more of a strength-based one from the description, but
fine.
whatever.
I do a cool roll.
Hey.
Troll martial arts is just very brutal. It's a lot of motion.
Give me your roll.
Give me the roll. 9 plus 8 plus 4 is a number. 17 plus 4 is 21. And then do I get a +1 for that?
Doesn't really matter, as they rolled a 12 total.
Got it. Okay, so I hit it.
So you hit it, giving your damage.
6 damage.
6 damage, which is
Okay.
more than the 1 remaining hit point that it had. As you tear it apart, you see it begin to crumble and fall to the ground as the energy pulses out like it did for them. And the other skeleton also, with its hand within the bison's side, begins to fall to the ground.
Yes.
And hey, Splat the Mouse! Nice name again, and thanks for the follow.
I noticing that it's falling apart, but wanting to look cool in front of Quill, give it a little kick to make it look like I did that.
Whoa, Craw! You're like 3 for 3.
All right. We can now move out of initiative, I believe, as everything is dead. Except the life bison, thankfully.
Whew.
All right. So, Lucky and Thistle begin heading back to camp.
Ugh.
And meanwhile, Kra and Quill, what do you do?
Quill will go over to the life bison where the undead was starting to injure it on the side and go, "Don't worry, big guy, I got you covered." And he'll place his hands just barely touching the spot of the wound and begin to cast a minor heal on the life bison to try and heal it.
All right. Give me your roll.
That's a 9 plus 3 plus 5. So 12, 17.
17. This is a first order spell, correct?
Correct.
All right. Then you succeed in the casting, and you heal 1d4 hit points.
I healed
Or
2
life
hit
points.
points.
2 life points. Congratulations. As you place your hand upon the bison and pour your healing energy into it, you feel that the wound is welcoming to it, as this creature obviously has life energy within it, and the wound begins to knit itself closed. And as it does, you feel almost a bit of magic being pushed into you. Similar to what you imagine it's like when you try to channel your magic into something else. You can choose to resist this or to accept it.
Ooh.
I
In other words, you can choose to make the magic resistance roll or not.
will accept it. I like the life
Now
bison.
you're the life bison's familiar.
I hope yeah, right. You can summon me whenever you want, life bison.
You are now the avatar of the life bison, new god of this realm. You feel the energy seeping into you. It travels up your arm into your torso before eventually moving up toward your head. And as you feel it reaching your mind, you are pulled into the earth itself. As you look around, you can see through the earth, and you can see bits of blackness scattered throughout the land. As you look up, you can see where you were, a bit of blackness fading out. And you can see scattered throughout the land these similar bits of darkness pulsing, slowly growing stronger. For your senses then return, and you are standing once more with your hand upon the life bison.
And Quill takes his hand like reactively away for a moment and just kind of like wrings his hand a bit as he just like shakes off whatever this like prophetic vision or out of body experience, whatever it was.
Nice and sharp.
Pretty sharp about what's going on, it seems, and kind of stares at the bison, like sort of quizzically. I think that this wasn't just the trees having something damaging the land. I think something bigger's going on here, Craw.
Skeletons human and troll? Yes.
Well, that big one certainly looked kind of like
Yeah, that troll is that
you
human skeleton?
sized. And Quill will go over to the skeletal remains and sort of investigate what like bones are still there, just kind of like size it up, confirm suspicions, stuff like that, until the group probably eventually returns.
Okay. Then you can go ahead and give me your... probably let's find out. What are you trying to determine about it? I guess that will determine the roll.
I think he's just evaluating the bones as far as like A, anatomy of them, and B, the magical aspects and properties. Like if he can deduce like why these things manifested, and also sort of reflect in conjunction with what looks like almost like the poisoned land vision, which is the best way I can describe that kind of experience.
Okay. So you're attempting more of an interpretation of the magical effect rather than examination of the bones itself.
Well, also just to confirm, like, who, like, was this in fact like two humans and troll? I know out of game we said it, but still, like, Quill is like seeing giant skeleton in front of Craw. He's like, oh yeah, look, that's a troll and a troll. But like the other ones are just like skeletons, so like checking out like the teeth structure of the skulls, like if limbs are longer, shorter, if there's any abnormalities, and then in conjunction with, obviously there was a magical effect here. Did that have any other like augmentations to them? And then with that deduction, sort of trying to coincide that with this weird life bison vision.
Okay. So for the magical part, you can give me a detect magic roll.
Yep. Do I even have that skill?
Don't know.
Me neither. Let's see. Detect magic. I do not. So I presume that's intellect.
It is perception.
That is perception. Wowza. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense because you're sort of observing the magical tenets of the world. So that's a 10 plus 4. 14.
Okay. You can sense the fading bits of magic from these creatures, and you can see that it is similar of style to the dark pockets of magic that you sensed throughout the rest of Taral. But you're not able to determine the origin or cause there. Unfortunately, the magic is too far gone at this point and dissipates before you're able to solidify the cause in your mind. As far as the type, you can give me a survival roll.
Whoop. That's a 5, and survival is
Intelligence.
Plus a 5 for a 10.
Okay. They look human, and the troll one is pretty exploded, so it's hard to tell.
We assume troll.
You assume
think-
troll.
Or a very small giant.
I think these were humans. Beyond that, I don't know what else I could say about this, though.
And after your study, at this point, Issel and Lucky arrive back at the camp.
Probably from the bad times.
Oh, I can't wait to tell them how cool
I can't believe it. They're gonna be so
excited.
I stand up from like leaning over the bones and I just cross my arms before turning around, and then I turn around, arms crossed.
There's a flash of light as a beam shoots out from this large creature standing behind them, striking a patch of earth. And the bison then walks over to that patch and begins to munch on the grass.
What is that?
It's so cute.
No, talk about goat. Talk about you first.
No, look at did you see what I just did? That was so cool.
It's making grass.
That's the life bison, but don't worry about that. Where the heck have you two been?
Where did the apple tree come from?
The life bison, but that's not the
really
point.
big apple tree.
I'm getting
yeah.
the bad.
Apple.
I'm getting the bad sex.
I grab an apple.
You see that? Craw's getting the bad sacks. You see what you two did now?
Not the bad sacks again.
Weren't you two supposed to
many
be
bad
watching the
sacks.
camp?
No, we purified the land.
What? We
Yeah, whatever
purified
that
those-
means. Yeah.
No. Weren't you supposed to watch the camp like while we were sleeping?
Well, we was doing that, and then there was a thing that thistles.
They
a
found a grave.
cry
Went
for
to-
help
went
from
to
the land
grave.
itself that said, "Come,
help.
retrieve and purify the land."
No, I'm going through my stuff, getting with the sacks. I'm like, no, not true. Mm-mm.
Well, hold on, Craw. That kind of makes a bit of sense. What are you talking about, Thistle? What'd you hear?
Well, I
learned
dig into
about
my
grave.
bag and I pull out some bones. Well, I heard the screams of Mother Nature herself crying from the depths of the ground and the soil.
Thistle's super legit.
You roll your bluff right now against my detect deception. And also, I heard you guys planning this caper, so I'm definitely gonna like demand minus.
It's fair. You'll probably pull the wool off of over Quill's eyes on this one, but
I'm guessing it's charisma.
This is charisma deception,
deception.
opposed by.
My detect deception, which is one of my bounty hunter class skills. I'm literally just good at seeing liars.
No, oh no. Okay.
Oof, 12.
Yeah, I got a 9 total.
22, 5. So like 25.
Yeah,
going
that's
to that
exactly
bad
what
side.
happened. I'm telling you exactly. This is it, and Lucky
I
was there.
have
Mhm,
I
mhm.
take out all my sacks, and to be fair, so everyone knows, I do have a sack with everyone's name on it. I even have a big one that says Craw on it, because I try and be fair. But the only people who have gone in the sacks are Lucky and Thistle.
Oh,
Well, the sacks, what they do is they just go up to your neck, so you can still talk and stuff, but they just say bad on them.
I hate this.
yeah, that's why they're called bad sacks.
Oh no.
They're not good sacks.
I put down the sack, and I don't force you to. I just point at it and say, bad.
I already went into a bad sack of
Bad!
one. No, Lucky, tell him.
I support everything that Thistle has said, helping to cleanse and fix the land and all that. And we beat up some skeletons all by ourselves. And I sent Mud back to send word. I did.
I look down at you, and I can see you're hurt and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I forgot about that. I would have tried to heal you. In fact, I'm so oblivious. I just oh my god, Lucky,
That's
they really
okay.
hurt.
Quill,
No, Lucky, I'm so sorry.
Quill, bad
And my
Lucky hurt.
It's
excitement-
okay. I was protecting a friend.
Bad Lucky hurt. Thistle, you hurt?
Good lucky.
I wiggle my finger. Mother Nature, help my friend. Let her wounds heal and mend.
Yeah, that's real good.
Okay. I'm assuming that's healing. That's minor healing or major or regular healing or
It's
something.
the second order nature heal.
Okay.
1d6 points.
All right.
While this dialogue is going on, the objective defense against the bad sacks and being aware of the injuries and stuff. Quill at this point has probably gone over to Thistle's bag to look at the bones and sort of take in the comparison of them to their bonely endeavors.
Okay.
I got a 21.
You got a 21, which is enough to cast. This is a second order, you said, right?
Yeah.
That is enough to cast a second order spell. So you managed to cast second order spell of healing 1d6 points of damage. So roll it.
A 4.
4, which I believe brings her up to full.
All the way, yeah.
Correct. You still have that wound, however, so you do still appear wounded.
Okay.
Banged up.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I can't believe you gritted your teeth through that wound all the way back here. Wow.
I'll get beat up a lot. It's
You
okay.
are like a 3-star general trooper.
Oh, but you're like crazy good magic, like super magician. I
You know, you-
mean, you should have seen Thistle doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but you
Bad.
should have seen Lucky doing all sorts of stuff.
I'm not bad. We're not
Bad.
bad.
Too bad.
Thistle, why didn't you ask us to come if you heard a call for help? Quill says, looking up, looking concerned.
Because you were sleeping.
Right, and you were watching the camp. But if there was a call for help, we're happy to help you. You know that, right? That's why we're going to Craw's place, because we're happy to help
Yeah,
him.
I guess that makes
And
sense.
I'd be happy to help you too.
No.
Story
Oh,
fall
really?
apart for Bad Thistle.
Oh yeah, of
Hmm.
course. You pulled me out of a tight bind. Why wouldn't I do the same?
Yeah, I get. Well, I'm
Well-
sorry. I guess we should have woken them up to come help save
Well,
Mother Nature.
You both made it out safe, so we'll call it a win. But you probably do have some bag time ahead of you. In the meantime, we also ran into skeletons. And he points at the remains, the skeletal remains, probably strewn about apple trees.
Mhm.
Oh,
After we discovered this life bison who stumbled into our camp. And you point over to the life bison.
Good goat.
Bison, but yes, it's a very good goat. And it helped us beat him too. But it also showed me something different. A whole lot of kind of like what you said, Thistle. The land is having problems. Like something rooted deep within it that's making things unwell.
Thistle, you was
Unbalanced.
right.
I look over at Craw.
Broken sundial right at midnight.
That's
And,
right.
And Quill will walk over to the life bison and try and gingerly just like pat it on the side where he
Were you
where he
blessed
healed
by
it.
the life bison?
We had a moment. Actually, a very deep moment. And Quill like gets very introspective for a moment.
Wow.
Yeah, we had that moment during the battlefield. That was crazy. But that's not the point. This noble beast, I think, is trying to do right for the land, and
Mm.
whatever is going on in this area, just something that we should keep in mind. There's got to be a cause for it, and if this happened both here and wherever you two were,
Mm.
I think we have more ahead of us.
Something is corrupting the land.
This is where sad deaths would happen.
Yes, sad deaths indeed.
This is near plains. Trolls run from here. Long time ago. Go up to mountains.
Well,
So we did good then.
would have liked to be told about the dangers
Right,
and
right.
the things that maybe might have killed
What
you.
if Life
and,
Bison was Death Bison?
Well, from now on,
yeah, that would have been
Wait,
real bad. If he was
well-
corrupted Bison, I might have been Bison food. And for a bit, I might have been.
Bad sack till breakfast.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Till breakfast. But
I'm like,
I mean, it's our shift for guard duty anyway now, so yeah.
as long as I get to snuggle with the life bison.
Yeah, that's up to the life Bison.
Well, of course.
Into the sex.
fine. I go into the sack.
All right.
I tie up their little sacks, not very tight, and I hang them on the apple tree for them to just be sleeping sack tiny children there.
I didn't
And I-
expect to have bad sex.
I want to make sure you're okay.
I
Are
didn't
you're okay? Hang on, just a quick pause. You okay with the bad sack? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Okay.
Also, I
Absolutely.
can't. I will. Craw will never force you to the bad sack.
Fine.
But basically, if you the worst you've ever been in the bad sack has been like for a day of traveling, and then after the bad sack, Craw all is forgiven, and he doesn't acknowledge the bad thing you've done after you go to the bad sack.
All right.
So it's a pretty easy get
All
out
right.
of jail.
Well, I'm not going to get in the bad sack every time I do a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, especially because we
However,
did
Just don't
good
get
things.
caught doing bad things.
as you do choose to get into the bad sack, you find something within it, as Druid Lux has activated the gifts for all. And we will close out the session with determining what your random gifts are. So I'll take
Beautiful.
each of you rolling a 1d12, please.
What happens when you roll a 12?
This does not
Explode.
explode because this is a finite chart.
Oh, fine. Very
That
well.
makes sense.
All right, so you rolled a 12.
Yes.
Okay. Give me another D12, please.
Whoop. A 9.
All right. Within your sleep sack, I guess.
Well, I'm not in a sack. I'm not in a bad sack.
Yeah, I do have a man-sized sack, but I've never had to use it with Quill.
I've heard that about you.
Not yet.
Okay. As you climb into your bed for the evening, you find what feels like a small ring.
Huh.
A small iron ring.
It doesn't guess.
Weird. I put it in my pocket.
Who would like to go next?
I got a
an 8.
3.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go to Winter Night.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. All right. Give me another D12, please.
4.
All right. You find within that sack, as you kick inside of it, a small vial filled with a silvery liquid.
That's your bad sack, so you must have dropped it.
Who's next?
Got a 3.
All right. Give me a D12 roll.
7.
A
Simon
7.
starts chuckling.
As you climb into your sack, you feel movement within it.
Something
As something scurries around within it.
else bad is in here.
Tie it up. Tie up the sack. Tie up the sack. Ah, no. I'm not this bad.
Just the Beastmaster party. And what do you tie up the sack or do you listen as she says
I
that?
listen. I am concerned.
Yeah, right? We're not gonna be nope, Lucky just gets eaten alive now.
Bad sack spoken. No,
Right. The
Then-
rules are the rules.
Out from the sack before you tie it up pops the head of a ferret.
Oh, it is from Beastmaster.
Oh no, a weasel! Get it! He's got to go change.
And Rich.
I got a 6.
Oh.
All right, give me your D12 roll.
4.
4. Oh, interesting. You eventually get into your sleepy bedtime sack,
Mm-hmm.
and you find within it a book.
Oh. And I
Roll
fluff
me.
it up for a pillow.
Roll me a D. Roll me another D12, please.
Just it's the one I got in my hand, so let's see. 5.
5. Wow. You lucky person.
That's
As you
either
hold
really
now
sarcastic or
within-
terrible.
No, as you hold in your hands now a magic book of earth magic.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Wow.
Wow.
I just
Yep.
learned this. Also,
Yeah.
I can fly now.
Yeah. lucky person. We actually found out that he wasn't illiterate, that he didn't actually take that.
I didn't take
thing.
illiterate. I took things that weren't
Yes.
illiteracy.
All right.
But I thought I was illiterate. But it turns out I'm just noisy and a lot of other things.
And then who would like to roll for the life bison?
Love to roll for that life bison.
Yeah, Quill. Quill should.
Yeah,
roll for
Quill
the life
absolutely should.
bison.
All right, Quill.
An 11.
Okay, roll it again, please.
Come on,
Uh-oh.
life bison buddy. A 10.
Uh-oh.
As you are examining the bison, you see its fur sits a little strangely. And you can see that the fur is actually not true fur on top, but rather a cloak, which has been expertly crafted to mimic the look of a bison's fur or hair or whatever they have, because I don't know bison.
Fair.
This
This isn't
bison,
a bison at all. It turns up.
Oh my god.
3 goblins on a trash can.
No, when you lift it up, you can see that it does have its true fur or hair underneath.
Oh, good.
However,
That
now
was
it
gonna-
is a bison with a magic orb implanted on it and a shield cloak.
Oh, you are no ordinary bison. I mean, I know that, but wow.
I love this.
All
game.
right.
Beautiful.
And that is where we will end it for tonight, folks. I hope that was fun. I hope that was enjoyable for you. I did not plan on that being a 3-hour combat session, but
Oh my
the
God.
dice had other plans, I suppose.
Those
There were
were
a lot of
beefy
ones.
skeletons.
And there were a
Holy
lot
moly.
of ones.
30
We
hit
rolled
points for
so
30 life points is the minor threat.
That's a jeez. Okay.
But
I
Dang.
guess when you're split up
Or
and
light
there's only
threat. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. You were doing debuff spells and your damage dealer was missing. Okay, so thank you for coming out. I hope everybody had a good time tonight. Any parting thoughts for the evening? Anything you need to plug?
No.
I mean, obviously, we're
Usual.
having a blast with the system. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that wasn't abundantly clear to everybody watching, this is not like just song and dance showtime. I'm playing the game and I'm loving it. I
Yeah,
like
it's
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah,
to
100%.
do goofy shenanigans and being creative. That's like something I love doing in tabletopping, Dungeons and Dragons, all sorts of tabletops. Because like the narrative and the puzzle solving, even in combats, is fun. So I like saving Craw and then control winding to bring him back in like a sustained fashion versus a d20 of damage potentially coming to him. And I like that the system allows that like intervention and synergizing. It allows like kind of like combo moves, like team moves. Like
Yeah.
I mean, we did it in our first session, but like that stuff's awesome. Like it's a team game, and like obviously you'll have team synergies and disruptions and stuff. The drama makes the parties come to life, but like when you get to pull off a wombo combo and be creative and like things click, it's a blast. It's a true delight. And when they fail, it's also hysterical.
And something worth talking about for that is looking at these spells. There are some that have the immediate mechanical effects, like dealing damage or healing, but a lot of them are meant for that kind of narrative play, like that gust of strong wind. It's not pure mechanics being tied into them. It's storytelling potential, which is great. Which is a great way to handle it. Anybody else have any parting thoughts, things to share? Anything coming up?
Nothing unusual coming up.
All right.
More
I'm-
of this.
Yeah, I'm just loving this so much. Again, like I think I said this last time, but it's just so streamlined and it takes out a lot of guesswork, even though it seems like sometimes I struggle. It just takes me a bit to like pick up on stuff, but it's so like easy to fall into and it lends itself to just something that's like a very fluid experience. And I'm so excited to just like keep going and really understand it so that like, you know, and I like the creativity aspect too. It takes away all the stuff that would like kind of trip people up normally, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely it streamlines enough while leaving enough to just pure story narration.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the improvisational storytelling. In case you couldn't tell with everything that I throw into this
He's
stream.
very good at it.
So this kind of system
Yeah.
is perfect for that. For that kind of telling a story as you go and coming up with crazy stuff like a life bison or a goblin being hurled into a tornado to defeat an air elemental.
Yeah, the foundation really amplifies the creativity and the flavor that that the players can help to bring to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like with a lot of crunchy systems, where it's like, oh, you can do one thing, you can do this by even just by saying, what can you do inside of 10 seconds?
It's so
It
good.
just adds this
Mhm.
level of creativity and the way that you can describe what you're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to point out that George just gave us a side quest and yet is almost in a constant state of being like, why won't they do my main storyline?
Also true. Also true. Wrote a story and then made a complete other thread that we're just going to be like, let's find out why the world is.
What do you need from us, Life Bison?
Exactly, especially because it came from the life bison, which is now like our
I mean, I'm still going to take it as a troll thing because I have pride in my company.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
let's be fair here. Between these two things, which seems more like the side quest?
Yeah, it's
Technically my
definitely
thing.
cross. It's crossed down.
Yeah,
It's crossed down.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
However, that is the one that's probably going to happen because Kra needs to do his family stuff.
I
Yep. guess.
Because he likes his family.
Yes. So yes,
Yeah.
check
Loyalty
out
is prized.
Rupture at www.rupturerpg.com. I believe the link was thrown in there recently by Druidlocks, and go give Druidlocks himself a follow. He is
He's super
streaming.
close to affiliate, right?
Is he?
Or did he hit
Is
affiliate?
he? Have you hit affiliate yet?
Dreadlocks, where are you at?
super close.
Because and also if people want to help and just go over to Druidlocks' channel and just throw a follow if you haven't yet, that would be awesome to help
Yeah.
Druidlocks hit affiliate and then be able to
Mhm.
enhance all of the Rupture material that Druidlocks is doing. 12 more,
Absolutely.
12 more people, run.
So
I mean,
close, yeah.
you know, still
Yeah.
enjoy us, but do that too. Do it all. You can make multiple windows in your browser. And
Wow. Dr. Mr. Freckled is apparently
Oh,
a person
don't-
too, but don't go to Dr.
Don't go
Mr.
to- don't-
Freckled.
Yeah.
We don't.
I don't know
You
who
don't
that
need to
is.
shout him out anyway. He doesn't do anything.
Wait, first of all,
I'm
what?
still gonna do
Aw.
He was once freckled.
it. And let's see if I can spell do and dies correct.
Now I'm gonna look for that person. Who are they?
I don't know if I can spell my correct one.
There we
I don't
go.
think
Last
they
time you
actually
played
exist.
Dark
Killing
Souls
it.
2. So,
Killing it.
great. Thank you guys for coming out. Be sure to follow
Nice.
these people. They are all great players, and they do lots of stuff on here. Well, except Dr. Mr. Freckles, but I'm sure he will at some point get streaming.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, one day.
One
or
day.
At least,
We'll
or at least,
see.
or at least
Right,
a
right
guest
now, I just
appearance.
enjoy helping everybody with their stuff. I'm more of a creative fuel line and less of a
He's the
forge.
Twitch house cat. He's just like, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes and gets his meals where he needs. It's fine. It's good. We like
Meanwhile, go sign up for the Rupture RPG mailing list to get notified when this goes live on Kickstarter, because it's going to be a blast to play. I can say from having done it now a couple times, I'm thoroughly enjoying it and can't wait for another session.
Absolutely.
So with that, we'll go ahead and end it here. Does anybody have somebody who is deserving of a raid this evening? I have nobody because this is the odd hours.
I don't. Maybe someone in the chat
neither.
does.
Neither.
It's a Sunday night. I don't expect many people are.
Wilverin is live. He's nice.
Sure.
Hang on.
Oh, and I'll throw in a plug.
Yes.
That coming up this Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming Dead by Daylight at some point, and I'm going to be doing my one and done Survivor Challenge, which is when I am playing to escape with whatever perks I do. And once I do that, I can no longer use those perks to see how many
Ooh.
perks I can eliminate out of
Ooh.
the 95 Survivor perks that are in the game.
Start with no nether.
And viewers can use redemptions via like bits, subs, or channel points to augment what I can or can't use. So if you're interested in seeing that shenanigans, feel free to tune in then. Otherwise, my regular.
Was that date again?
That's going to be this Tuesday. This Tuesday.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, so go
And
ahead
not-
and
and
follow
not
Do and
follow.
Die Gaming for some of that good Dead by Daylight action. All right,
Very nice.
so go ahead and drop my bigger balls. Why do I always do that? Why do I always get that wrong?
And yes, thank you always for helping to think up this challenge because I think it's a delight. It's the second challenge he's brought to me, and I think it's great. I'm going to give him more.
All right. So, thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you again soon. And remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms. Have a good night, folks.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.